All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Metal Mob. Of course, we are here to talk about precious metals, and we got a group of guys here that want to talk about metals and have a bunch of questions for our special guest today. We've got Cartier Silver and Liberty Bleeds with me today. How are you guys today?
What's up, brother?
Doing all right. Gangsters are all here. Good to see you, mobsters. Good to see you. OC, right?
Yo.
OC Stacker is in the house, and I'll tell you, this guy, he knows his stuff when it comes to metals, and he has got a lot of information to share. How are you today, OC?
I'm doing awesome.
What's up, my
I know.
brother?
I'm doing great, brother. Enjoying myself, relaxing on a Sunday evening.
Good for
Nice.
you. Good for you.
Yeah,
There.
I don't see.
So, OC, do
I
you
know
live
I
like
hit the
right
go
by the
live
beach?
button. Do you guys not see us on?
No,
Oh,
you guys aren't on.
oh. It said I was waiting for Humble, yeah.
No, we're live. We are
Yeah, we're
live. I
live
see
here,
it
but
now.
we ain't freaking live on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I'm looking right at it.
Really? Let me refresh.
Not on mine. Let me back out. Maybe I can find it, on another one.
Yeah, mine says waiting on Humble stuff. Yeah, waiting for.
Yeah, you got no picture. I mean, I got everybody's
I got
I'm
Nick
messages.
looking at
here.
chat,
I
yeah.
got Nick in it now.
Nope, we're on. I can see us.
I got Justin Winch here. How we doing, chat? How we doing? We're getting some people straggling in.
Oh, but there was a bunch of people on the other one because I just went back in, and it only shows two people in here, Justin and Saint Nick.
Wow,
Yeah,
there
I
must
don't
be
know.
two.
There's a bunch of other people on your other feed. So did you start a second one?
No, for some reason it says Thanksgiving Hangout.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
That's weird.
Okay. Can you guys let me get in my Hey Nick,
Yeah,
Justin, can
I'm
you
looking
guys
at
pop
the Metal
over?
Mob special guest with OC Stacker, and we got people in the feed, but no video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
I'm gonna drop a
Hey,
message in the feed.
yeah,
Tell
Nick
everybody.
and Justin, can you guys pop over and tell those guys to come over to this one to
Yeah,
refresh and go to the one that says live?
and you're gonna have to send us the link too.
Well, the link is the same.
Are you sure?
They just need to leave that one and come to this one.
Oh,
Justin's doing that now. Nick is doing that now. Donna's coming in. Everybody's got it.
new link coming,
That's
you guys. Hang on, we'll
Another
get you.
damn dumpster fire.
it's
Another,
always a dumpster file. Emerald Coast is here. OC, there
not a
we are.
dumpster fire.
That's like a little bat to the belfry to start things off.
I just put that in the chat. Not a dumpster fire. New
That's
link
awesome.
coming, you guys. Go to
All right, I got no fucking video, so I don't care. I mean, I can read the comments, so whatever. It is what it is.
well, I gotta figure out how to get over to where you guys are though. It's not
You just
coming up
guys,
for me.
you guys got to pop out and go to my channel, and then it'll say Thanksgiving Day feed, and then it says live. Just click on it.
Humble. Oh, there
What's
it
up,
is.
Justin?
There you are. Okay, yeah, we got some people back here now. Finally. Holy crap. All right, we got Saint Nick in the house, Justin Wench. Good to see you guys. Donna McCoy, Emerald Coast
Silver
Stacker,
Serpent is here.
All right, I found
OC,
it. You're
Justin
expecting a
Wench,
lot of my ass. I tell you what.
Silver Serpents. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yeah, I don't know why it went under that one, you guys. I don't know why, but we're here. Everybody else is figuring it out too.
Holy crap.
Oh, shit.
Thanksgiving live on the Humble Stacker. That's right, guys. That is right.
That's too funny.
Anyway, we are here to talk about metals. We got OC here, and OC says he's got a whole bunch of stuff he wants to talk to us about. A whole bunch of stuff. So let me see if I can figure out a way to make us three small and him bigger, so he can show us some stuff. So give me a second here.
Don't fucking touching nothing. We're gonna freaking wipe out the whole goddamn thing.
Hey, OC, did you brine your turkey this year?
Absolutely.
Right on, dude.
Absolutely.
This is why I don't host. This is
Did-
why
did
I
you-
don't host.
Smoke it or fry it?
Barbecue.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Oh damn, that sounds pretty good.
And I don't do the whole turkey. I just buy I just buy 2 big breasts.
Well, that's the best
Oh,
part.
yeah, that's what my mom and dad did. Well, they only buy one breast because there's only 2 of them. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they sell them in half, so you buy each side, and I buy it with the skin on, and we brine it for 24 hours, pull it out, pat it down dry. I make my own butter with. We go to the market. You know how you can buy the fresh thyme and the fresh sage still on the plant. We buy it that way, and I grab it and mix it
Yeah,
into my
nice little
butter.
that little tied up herb bouquet. Yeah, man.
Absolutely, dude. That makes the most juiciest, tenderest, wonderful turkey you'll ever have.
Well, I'm sure everyone in the chat feed probably feels transported back in time by now. Oh, this is fun. Good to see you, OC.
Yeah, you too, brother.
Hey, one way or another, we make it work. I mean, what can we say?
Yeah. Yeah. So Humble,
It's freaking pouring outside. Holy shit!
did you have
I
something
think-
you wanted to ask OC about, like maybe picking some? Were you thinking about getting gold or something one of these days soon?
Who, me?
Humble, yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I got silver and gold on the horizon here coming up this week. Actually, on
Dude,
Wednesday,
nice.
it should be funds in hand, and then figuring out how much metal I can get for my money. So yeah,
Well-
I'll be talking to OC.
Well, there's here. There's a little Cartier silver. See it up on the top of my little white box, the Cougaran,
Yeah,
and that tube behind it,
yeah.
stock full. How many Cougarans do you want?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I
I'm
got
gonna
mine
be.
on my table, buddy.
I won't be able to go a full boat, but I'll be able to definitely get some fractional. So I'm going to be getting some fractional and a bunch of silver.
There you go.
So
I have a 1/4 ounce Cougaran, but I didn't pull it out.
well, we'll be talking
is that-
as soon as I get money in hand. We'll be talking. Until then, it's just talk.
It's all good, brother. I wonder if Cartier recognizes anything on my table.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
man,
I recognize a few things up there, my friend.
I remember what you asked for, brother. So they're always on my desk. So it wasn't much of a chore to take them off my desk and throw them onto my table for display.
I love those shells, and that Winnie the Pooh is awesome.
Love
Yeah,
my
there's
poo.
a lot of Cartier stuff up there. There's a wait.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, give me a second.
Oh, you got them big already, yeah.
There we are.
A Butterfinger. What the fuck?
There is a
He's-
lot
Mostly
of
loves the
Cartier
Butterfingers,
silver.
man.
That's okay. Do you see my bag that's behind my silver up on top there? It says Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah,
That is a fresh batch of homemade toffee that we made this morning.
Oh, I can see the toffee coming in through the window. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we do that on purpose so you can see what you're getting.
And it looks like a whole bunch of handgun ammo or something right there.
That's a bunch of shells that I just recently, one of my friends picked up for me, but I haven't put it away yet, so I'm using it as a backdrop. That's for one of my specials, 38.
38 special. Yeah, nice.
Mhm.
There you go. Heck
Yeah, some nice hollow points.
Oh, there. Yeah, home defense.
Yeah.
You got the T-bird copper cross up on the top.
Dude, There
Oh
are so
yeah,
many
yeah.
artists on my. I'm gonna put you guys to a test to see if you guys recognize who any of these artists are.
Well, Cartier just nailed one.
He did,
Oh,
yeah.
I see. I see. Supreme Ginger Stacker next to the Real, right underneath the or in
Yep.
front of the treasure or the box with the yeah, right there
Yeah,
on the left.
I'll have to move my tablet around so I can use my camera. My stage, I set it up wrong, so it's kind of hard. I'm gonna try and turn it to where you can see everything like that. Let me see my keys and stuff, but probably from here going there. Yeah, I did a pretty good job centering it, I guess.
Is that silver heart? Is that a silver heart there next to the
It
cougar
is.
end?
Yep,
Is
it
that made
is.
by 3D Woodworks?
It is. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right on.
Yeah, I've got we like I said, we can talk about all of them. It's all good. They're
Yeah,
all
All right, so OC, you've got some stuff you want to talk about, some do's and some don'ts, and some traps that people can get caught into, if I'm not mistaken.
my stage is full of it.
Okay, so, well, the stage is yours.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, I'm going to try and
let's
pick
talk about.
I'm going to try and pick a starting point here as to most everybody that comes on these channels and with you guys included get in this for all kinds of reasons. And so what I try to do is I try to take people back to the basics of why we do this. What got me started in 1970 at 7 years old, starting my long journey of collecting and getting this stockpile that you see in front of you today. That did not happen overnight. And my education took that long to why you get it, why we're doing it, what we're doing it for, to the point what you see on my table today. This is the last thing on the planet that anybody that's starting out or at least 5 years into this program should not have in their collection. And that might upset some people, and I get that. You have to make it fun, I agree. But the reason we're doing this is for uh, both. Everybody has different reasons. For me, it turned out to be later in life for me for generational wealth. There's other people that don't have a job. They might be self-employed and they might need to do this to stack for a rainy day. This might be their only way of retirement. There's lots and lots of ways to look at this. So I'm going to speak from the perspective of this is a 20 to 30% reflection of your portfolio for retirement and what to get. And what you see in front of you is what not to get, other than the gold Krugerrands up on top. The pores, the stuff that comes later in life. I want people to get their weight first, get out of debt first, pay off your bills, have cash set aside, have somewhat of food storage, have plenty of those blue boxes, and get proficient with protecting that and yourself and your family. If that
So
makes any
I got to say real quick,
sure.
this is not financial advice,
Yeah.
but it's damn good common sense. Thank you very much, OC Stacker. You're right, man. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to be spending all kinds of high premiums buying, community silver pours when they're gonna stack all that up and put it on a scale, and you're gonna get less than melt. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Yep. Build your weight. Buy smart. Absolutely, man. Keep going. I'm sorry.
No, no, I want you to interrupt because I want and I want one of you guys to pay attention to questions. Like I said, I'm here to help and talk to you guys and answer any questions that you might have on this journey. Am I a coin dealer? No, I am not. I'm a hobbyist. But have I been getting booze for the last 3 years at all the coin shows out here and talking to the public, buying and selling and flipping and meeting new people? Absolutely. This is my hobby. I enjoy it. I love getting people good deals on their silver. I, to date, I can brag that every person that's bought any, and I've have people in this panel that can attest to, everybody is in the profit when they buy from me because I don't need to make the big premiums on my metals to get by in life. I want you guys to, hey, I got a good deal. He was fair. Hey, I'm gonna let somebody else. I'm gonna turn my friends on to who I trust that I know that will be honest with the OC and get a fair deal on something. And I'll tell you if it's a good deal or a fair deal or not a good deal. Um, Like I said, I've
Well,
seen it all.
I can definitely attest to making a nice tidy little profit since our little venture and
Yeah,
the stuff that I've bought from you.
yeah.
I
To
mean,
this,
gold is up in the 4,200. Silver is up in like 58. I mean, I think I bought silver from you at what was it, 30, 38?
dude, I
I
do so many
believe.
deals I can't tell you, but I'm gonna say
Yeah, I
that
can't.
sounds about
I
right.
don't remember either. But yeah, I think it was somewhere in that area. And I think gold was what,
But
33.
yeah, but what I can tell you is you didn't pay over spot for it. I can tell you that much.
No, you hit me right on the top.
Yep, yep.
Hey, real quick, I gotta say, Jerry Parker's in the house. Nikki Silver Stacker just rolled in. We've got Silver Serpents, Justin Winch, FG Stacker. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm not missing it. There's 18 people, it looks like, watching right now. SGTRP, hello, howdy. Donna McCoy, yeah, we've got quite a few. Renee and me is here. Right on. Good to see everybody tonight. Rocka Moss stopping by to say hey and hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much, Rocka Moss.
I love
And
Rock and Moss.
yeah, so and Saint Nick. Saint Nick, glad you're here, man. Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Gatita
So
Oso just came in. Gatita Oso, good evening, young lady. Nice to see you.
nice. So you can um that's what I'm here to talk about or answer any questions on that. Like I said, that's my mantra in a nutshell. Is if we're doing this, like I said, there's lots of reasons why people do this, but I'm just telling you my story. And like you said, it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you my journey that I've taken since 1970 to get where I'm at today in due diligence. Um, here's a good example I like to use. So I owned a car dealership, and it was, successful, and we had an auto repair shop as well. And ask me how many times a week I went out to dinner or lunch.
I'm gonna
Zero.
say never.
There you go. My wife packed me a lunch
Brown bagging
every
it.
day for 20 years. So could I afford to go out and do an expensive lunch and be gone for 2 hours and do all that kind of nonsense? Where I watched a lot of my friends do that owned other dealerships. I had other friends that owned dealerships that were in a network, but I said, man, I retired at 57.
Nice.
So you set yourself goals. What's your life plan? Where do you want to be? What is your end result when people are doing this stuff? If you have a goal and you're in, what I see with the generation gap today is that people just don't have any stick to itiveness or commitments. Um, you know,
Right?
I held my head down for 20 years when in that dealership, and I never picked it up until after I retired and got out and took a year off doing nothing. And then I discovered YouTube and this community, and I have met fantastic people along the way. Awesome people.
Cool story getting here, man. To YouTube, right on. Well,
Yeah.
glad that you had mentioned about you know, just not starting off with buying community pours and stuff like that. But that makes me think of a question that I have for you. But I'm sure Cartier and Humble have questions as well. So before I ask, what do you guys? What do you want to ask? OC?
I
Oh, for
pretty much
me,
know. I mean, me and OC talk. We talk on the phone. We text back and forth. So if I have questions, I
You
just
just
I
get them
just
on the
call him.
text, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. How about you, Humble?
well, I do have OC's email, so if I ever have a question, I can always email him as well. I know he's a great resource to anybody in the community. So, um, and people, OC he's just a fountain of knowledge, and so
Right.
he's gonna spit a lot of that knowledge on us here tonight. And like you said, whether we want to hear it or not, because look, I've got special pores, you
Oh
know,
yeah, me too, man.
but I've got,
Oh,
but
we
I've got
all
a
do.
I've got a decent base stack. I'm not a beginner stacker. This is my third time stacking, and this time I'm a lot more successful than I was before. So I mean, there are, you know, I wouldn't suggest getting a special pour to any new stacker because that's not how you start stacking. You start
No,
stacking
most
by
definitely.
getting constitutional rounds and bars. You got to build a base stack, and then you can go from there.
Okay, I gotta
Right.
disagree. I gotta disagree on that, and then I'm gonna ask my question of OC. But I tell you what, if you got a community pour and it was like maybe of your logo, and you just started a YouTube channel and you're starting to stacking, and it's gonna inspire you to get out there. You're gonna show it every day and use it. I would say it's worth the premium to get something cool like that. So, and probably the only instance ever.
Well, and
Well, there
that's a
are.
great.
Well, I think more where OC is coming from is he's trying to talk about like brand new stackers coming into this. It's like it's easy to get caught up in the pretty silver, the
Oh yeah,
ones
Exactly.
with the box, the ones with the COA, the
oh
ones
yeah,
that look nice. You're paying
Oh,
that freaking high premium for, it, but it still ain't worth nothing more than freaking spot price.
the
exactly.
great,
Unless you
the
find the
greatest
right
thing.
person who wants to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with buffaloes. Start with buffaloes.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right, so here's my question. OC, and then, I know this is not financial advice or anything like that, but just from your experience and how you see things trending, and what would be like? What are you buying? What like to to get ahead to stack, not to collect, just to stack. What are you buying now, and what would you buy for the next couple of months with the way things are, the climate it is, with the prices and the spot and all that? What's your go
That's
to right now?
that's a no-brainer, brother. 90%, hands down.
Really? So
No ifs, ands, or buts, and I'll tell you why.
yeah,
Because nobody's willing to pay melt for 90% right now. The dealers that I talk to, and this is how I can speak because I have my finger on the pulse of what dealers are doing and how they're buying it. I also have my smelter that's up in LA, an hour and a half away, that I can pick up the phone right now and call him, and if he's not sleeping, he'll answer it because he'll tell me where he's at on pricing for tomorrow when I go down there if I need to sell something.
right
So
on.
right now, the smelters are buying pure silver at $3 back. So the smelters are who your coin dealers go to sell to. They call them
Yeah,
wholesalers. You can use your whatever terminology you want to use. That's what they do. So right now here in California, and I'm sure this is the same all over, and they are not buying any sterling silver at all still. So um, even though it's at a great price, but nobody's willing to scratch you a check. So the only people, the smart people, who have now, and my hats off to Silver and Cigars. If he watches this or hears his name and somebody tells him, there's a smart guy because he recognizes that he's saving cash for when. Right now is the time to strike if you want to buy sterling. If I was 20 years old, 30 years old, your guys' age, what would I put my money into for my stack? We're not talking about flipping, we're talking about your stack.
yeah,
Why wouldn't you go buy silver at $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 back and melt right now? What is your excuse not to buy that? You're not buying it to flip. Who cares if you show it in a bar or a fork or a candle holder or whatever it is? It's still silver at the end of the day. It's not pure silver, it's 92.5. I've seen it as low as 89% when I've melted candlesticks and whatnot and go to get paid out. But why wouldn't you invest in that?
yeah. No,
No, you
yeah,
put them.
you're
Give me
talking me right
give me
into
your
it.
best argument on why you wouldn't buy that right now.
I
It's
got no
weak. Nobody's
argument.
buying it, but it's not going to be weak forever. There's going to come a time when they say, okay, we're going to fire. The smelters are going to say, or the wholesalers are going to say, hey, they're back to buying. We're buying at this rate. Okay, great. When it catches up to silver and it's a little bit back, then you start selling it again. Or if you need to cash out, that's what you do. But does it really matter what form of silver you're in, whether it's a pirate, a Trump pourer, a buffalo, um, uh, uh, a Scottsdale cowboy round? Who gives a bloody minute? It's all silver at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
paid more. You paid a $3 premium for a cowboy versus a buffalo you could buy at melt or 50 cents over. I would tell you to buy the 50 cents over the $3 premium every day of the week because
All day long.
the market has to double that to $6 before you see profit. Where does it make
so
sense to pay a premium ever?
so how long do you think it will be until, and not like trying to flip constitutional, but how long do you think it will be that it stays low at this price? And then through your experience of what you've seen happen since you've been following the precious metals, has this happened before, and did it take time to catch up again back then?
We're definitely in our uncharted territory. I've never seen them
Okay.
ever the refineries, let's just call them that, ever stop buying it and say, hey, we've got too much.
Oh wow.
We don't have to process it. It's my first time personally going through it that I can remember. It may have happened in the past. If it did, I don't remember it. But, to me, that's the call sign and say, okay, look it. If these guys aren't buying it and if they are going to buy it, I mean, here outside the Minot coins a week or two ago, someone was calling me on wanting to buy some 90%. I said, don't buy it for me. I said, I'm more expensive. Go call Minot and go buy as much as you can at, I think it was, I'm going to say it's $5 or $6 back a spot to you guys, to retail people. That to me is an absolute no brainer.
Right?
Okay, well, I guess we got Silver Serpent. He put a comment in here, and it says, "I see profit on all my Perth pieces," which he obviously paid premiums on when he bought those. But now he's seeing profit because it's gone up so high. But he says his dollar cost average is about 10 below spot. So yeah, he did good. But what was my question going to be? So, but your Buffalo would have done better, right?
Absolutely, because you didn't pay a premium on it.
Gotcha.
Well, I can't say that. I don't know how you bought it, but I'm just going to say, most buffaloes don't pull a $1 or $2 or $3 premium.
Right.
Like this, the market fluctuates. There's one day where I remember I was paying 10 over to buy Eagles, and now they're buying them at 1% back. I'm talking about gold Eagles now.
Oh,
And buffaloes are pulling spot, maybe $5-10 up. But when I pick up the phone tomorrow and call my smelter in LA, he'll tell me where they're at on that day. The banks, because the banks cut them the check to get them to gold. So if they say they're paying X amount, then they have to adjust high or low in what comes in.
gotcha. Hey, Humble, grab that question from Justin Winch.
Justin Winch. Silver is a negative rate from what I heard, that being bought and used. Basically, they ate tap in stores. Is that true? Basically, they ate tapping the stores. Is that true? Silver is a negative rate from what I've heard, that being bought or used. Basically, they ate tapping the stores. Is that true? I don't understand the question.
I don't either. I'm sitting there trying to read. I'm reading it myself and going 8 tap. What is it? So I'm just gonna.
That's a typo, probably.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are tapping. Yeah, they are tapping the
They-
stores.
So if you walk into your LCS right now, let's just use round basic things. I'm gonna walk in with my tube of silver eagles, or I'm sorry, tube of silver buffaloes. And today's spot is $57.90. Wow, silver's dropped 36 cents since we've been on this channel. It was 58 a minute ago. And they're going to say, we're going to buy it. If my smelters are buying it at $3 back, that means I'm going to buy it minimum $4 to $4.50 back. So
Yeah, so they can make something on it.
so that this is why Minot Coins is going, hey guys, I'm taking 90% in. I know several of the people, ones that are buying it $8 and $10 back on 90%.
That's
Because
insane.
they need to make their 1 to 2 to 3% margin, and most of them are making 1 to 2, to be quite honest with you, just to move it, because these guys have to move their money, and this is where we kind of have to. This is where I'm gonna, even though I don't deal with any LCSs personally, but they need to be around for a reason, because not everybody can do what I do and what I'm talking about. So you guys have to go to somebody that's going to be reliable to buy it from you. You either jump on your channel and say, hey, look at my LCS is going to buy my stuff at $3 back. Do you guys want to buy it at $2 back, $1 back? You guys have an advantage having a channel that you can put a voice out to your followers or your people that listen to you guys. Hey, you guys want a deal on silver? Here you go. That's just the marketplace. Just because they're commanding that price at $57, $58, $59 an ounce doesn't mean you're going to get it.
Yeah, especially when it shoots up high. A lot of people will sell a little bit lower because they want to move it. But okay, so it looks like Justin Winch and everybody else kind of chimed in. So he's saying they're basically producing or they're not producing as much silver that's being bought, like the supply, the demand, and he's like wondering if that is true, that it's the reason for the spike because we're not producing enough silver.
Well, here's the deal. We make up probably 1% of what gold and silver rely on for making their money. It's industry and banking that need these metals to loan against or put our current value on money of our fiat dollars against. So yes, we're 10 years low on mining and the production is way down. But what's happening up, industry is sucking it all up and using it. The problem is they stopped the mining for so long. Now that this is why people are screaming, this is why silver's going up. Yeah, we used to produce a lot of it. That's always kept it down. But now it's been so bad. Now the price is going up and hitting reality. Um,
And of course, the value of the dollar as well, right? I mean, it's yeah.
all that ties into it. But here's somebody last week that took a bat to all of our heads, and either you react to it or don't. Look what happened when all these guys were buying paper silver, and they called last week and they shut the COMEX down.
Oh yeah.
If that's not a wake up call to you guys, I mean, I watch financials every day, and these machines don't overheat. They just don't. And if they do, there's a quick remedy fix that can be fixed immediately, and they're prepared for this stuff.
Are you telling us that was a likely story?
I'm telling you that these guys wanted their paper silver. They stood for delivery. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, they wanted like the physical metal. Give it.
I own 7,000 pounds of silver. I don't want to do paper on it anymore. I want to take delivery. I want that put in my hands. And they don't have it to do it. So what do? Oh, look at that. The machines went down an hour before the closing. Doggone. So these are people showing how easy and things can be manipulated and what's going on. This is why I profess, and here again, it's not financial advice. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Lynette Zhang has that
Exactly.
patent, and then we all repeat it, and it gets old. But it's the truth. But some people say, well, hey, I have a couple hundred ounces, but hey, man, I'm heavy. I've got 150,000 in paper. All right, we'll stand in line because those other 400 people that own that same piece of paper are going to be after that 1 ounce.
Right.
So someone's going to come up short, and the guys like you and I are the ones that are going to come up short. We're the smart ones, you know. I don't care if you buy a half an ounce every 6 months. You're still ahead of Joe Schmo that probably has less than 10 ounces as a whole because they don't care about this or pay attention to it. And that's okay. I get it. I don't pay attention to the car market anymore. And I was a car dealer for 25 years. I could care less. You guys work hard and you put your money into this. Why wouldn't you pay attention to what's going on in the marketplace with it?
Right. So do you dollar cost average? Like, are you buying a schedule like a Humble Stacker and Cartier pretty much?
Back in the day, I used to, but now that I'm retired and I have to take a disbursement of funds in retirement, and so the money I get in disbursement and funds out of my IRAs and all that stuff, I have to take the cash out. So I just take that and convert it into metals as I cash out. I have to do that once a year before the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it's different. That's why I said we're all on different journeys. I'm just a seasoned guy. That's an old guy. That's less than, let's see, today's the 7th. My birthday's on the 24th. And 30 days after that, I get my first Social Security check.
Oh, right on. Congratulations.
Oh, man. Getting old, OC.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why I want that. The only reason I come on and do this and talk to you guys is that I don't know everything. And some people might disagree with my view, and that's okay. But I can share experiences and what I've seen. And if I learn something and if I teach one person, then I'm happy, or if I help somebody get a good deal once, then I'm happy. But I've been doing this for a couple of years and I don't do very many shows. I've only done you guys. I've done Long Live Coins and I've done Stacking Surfer. That's it.
I was going to say Stacking Surfer is here, and he said you do know how to keep making him buy silver.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. We talk about. I mean, Surfer is a plethora of information, man. He's a guy that has a big heart. I think we both do. We both want to give back and help everybody. I'm not looking to get rich here. I'm not. If you think I'm getting rich selling silver at spot, you're sorely mistaken.
Right.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, we understand that for sure. You don't make any money selling it at spot.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
the fact that you do that for people in the community speaks to your character, and the fact that you're on, we are honored that you're allowing us to be one of the three people that you've actually done this with. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
That
Like I
means a
said,
lot to us.
Yeah,
like
very
I
much
said,
so.
it took Cartier Silver. I mean, like I said, he's I know he's been doing this a while, understands it, but I've been following him ever since he did his first pours. I enjoy him. I think he speaks from the heart as well. That's why I'm kind of drawn to him. And when he asked me to do it, I said, "Hey, look, bro, for you, absolutely."
Oh, brother, I appreciate you, man. I love you.
Hey, dude, you made my poo, and you did what I requested. How can I
Yeah,
refuse it?
show off your poo. Show off your
Show
poo.
off your poo. Show us your poo.
See if I can put it.
Hey, real quick, while you're doing that, we got Rocky Mountain Prospector came in. Good to see you, Rocky Mountain. Mike for Democracy's here. Cool. Silver Servants is still here. I thought somebody thought he was going
Here.
to bed. And who else? Bellows Forge. Hello, Bellows. Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
Right on.
hello,
Glad you guys
Bellows.
are here. We got 27 people here. Have you liked it all up, everybody? I can't really see the likes.
Yeah, there's my poo in a
Yeah.
nutshell. But
He's a beautiful poo.
I just
Yeah.
thought that was so cool. I said, hey, why don't you antique just his shirt, just to give it some character and definition.
Turned out nice.
Oh, I love it.
That
And
was
then
a
he did those
that
shells.
was
I
a
said,
test. That was a test, OC.
yeah, and you passed with flying colors, my friend. So, like I said,
Flying
it's
colors.
Appreciate
awesome.
that.
Ah, right on.
But on here, like I said, we can go any direction you want. I just put all these artists in here just to show that we can also come to the weakness of getting drawn into the art, and that's kind of me. But the bigger part was supporting your craft and saying, "Hey, you guys are doing this, and I appreciate that." So, and you guys work, and I know that there's so much expense that isn't accounted for, like your electricity, the heat at the crucible, the sand, the buying the hammers, the tables, the specialty things that you need to do this stuff. It was never my cup of tea, but I can
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
what you
not
guys
getting
are
rich
doing.
off of this shit,
No, no, but I can support you
but
guys in doing
it's
this
an art.
stuff.
It's fun. It's I just want everybody to have something.
Yeah,
All right.
and when I do the coin shows, what do you think I put out in display to draw people's attention? You're looking at it. People
Exactly.
they come to look. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. That's phenomenal. My I have several favorite pieces on here. I think it's on the upper right of your guys' screen. The cross from T-Bird
T-Bird.
Stack,
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the turtle that came from Stack Ann that she wouldn't give it to anybody, but I showed her my turtle collection, which I don't know if you can see this one or not. I can pull this up.
Real
This is
quick while you're
from
doing that, we got Jackknife came in the house. Howdy, Jackknife. Good to see you.
Hey
Bart
Jackknife.
Bart Cubbins is here as well. And George from New York. No, you're not a ghost. I just didn't see you up there. I'm glad you chimed in so I can see you now. Welcome, George. Glad you're here. Seven Stacks is here. Oh, we've got a lot of people from Secret Santa here. That's awesome. Stack That
Awesome.
Gold is in the house. Man, you guys are great. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Those are all, I love all those people. They're all fantastic.
Aren't they?
So
Yeah.
this one here was made by Capital Currency, and I said, hey, why don't you
Oh,
leave it
yeah.
on the sprue so I can stand it up? We dubbed it the Flying Turtle. So
That's
I'm
what
trying to
Humble
keep.
needs. A
I
little bit
learned a
bigger,
lot.
maybe.
I learned a lot from Capital Currency.
He
I
is
watched a lot of his videos when I was
he's a
starting to pour.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy, and here's another guy that cares about the community and wants to do good, and basically live life right in a nutshell.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
Um,
And he had no
OC,
problem with giving me advice or telling me little tips. I mean, he
yeah,
had no problem.
yeah, Mentally Corrupted. He did this. He gifted me this. I hired him to do a project for me that I can't talk about yet, but
Oh,
I will. It's a surprise. It's just like you guys in Secret Santa. I signed up for a couple of them. So I retained his services to do a pour for me for a gift for a Secret Santa for a group of folks that came in. I don't want to say who it is, but anyhow, it turned out phenomenal, and he set that as a thank you for doing business with him and trusting him to do it. He did a phenomenal job on it, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Right
Yeah, well,
on.
last year we all hooked up. You know, it was me, FG, and OC. We all hooked up and did that ship pour for Wounded Warrior projects for three Tres Amigos.
Yeah, that was here again. That's like I said, giving back, doing Wounded Warrior, helping other people out. I mean,
That was fun.
these people in this community are generous and they do want to help. Um,
And that
and
was
that,
that was back, you know, when Liberty and everybody was still all together, and I did that pour live on their show.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Bellows is right. I do like to cook. I enjoy cooking. I'm trying to read the chat as
OC,
best I can.
OC Silver Serpents wants you to show off that 8 real pour.
The one in
Yeah, me
the
too.
one in the middle here.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Yep.
Yeah, this thing's badass. This one is 3.32 ounces. This is number 3. So for me, when these guys do these pours and all this stuff, this is number 3 is my favorite number. So I try to get that as best I can.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
That's great.
I wish I had those little stands that people set stuff on, but I don't have one. I don't do a lot of YouTube, so sorry guys if I shake a little bit.
Oh, so you might need a stand if I was your Secret Santa. I'm not saying I'm your Secret Santa, but if I was your Secret Santa, you're telling me that you need display stands. Okay, perfect. Got that. Check. Oh, and by the way,
You're funny.
I might be asking for someone else. Okay, just so you know.
That's okay, brother. I'm all good. This was done by Medley Corrupt. I watched him do this on a show. I gotta learn my camera. Everything's opposite. This is, you can see the ripples in the middle there. That's the flag rippling. That's a skull. I'm not a big skull guy per se on my silver, but this thing is
I
black
am.
anodized, and he hammered the side edges,
That's cool.
and he does his cool. Let's see if I can. Nope,
Who made that?
This is Medley Corrupted. I fell in love with this
Oh,
piece.
metal.
I watched him pour it. I said, I want it. So he stamped it, put his wolf on there, the American flag. Medley Corrupted is a fantastic human being. I put him in the same category as Capital Currency, Cartier. We chat often and text often, but this is it. This in hand is the most coolest piece that I own.
Yeah, that is sweet, man.
I
Billis
love it. Like
Forge.
the hammered edges. I just love it. And then
Billis Forge was talking up Mentally Corrupted as well, and I've watched him a bit myself. Yep.
yeah, he does a pour almost every Friday doing something new. He just did some turkeys, and I just watched him do a snowflake. This is actually what started getting me into pours. Of course, it's showing you guys upside down. Let me see if I can put it this way. No, that is.
Oh, OC Surfer wants to know if the Trump coins came, and then said happy birthday.
They did not. But today's Sunday, so if it came, so this came.
Oh, I like that.
This is my absolute favorite piece. I am a huge Second Amendment. My 3 hobbies are guns, cars, and coins, is what I tell people. So I bought a piece from Wounded Warrior Project a year and a half ago, and the piece just happened to come. It was like just a regular piece of silver, but Angry Warrior threw this piece in. And the detail on this is absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and get up there, but you can read the words on this bloody thing. That's from Angry Warrior Tackle.
That's nice.
And I just talked to him today. I was texting with him today. I ordered some more stuff from him, but he is just another fantastic human being. Like I said, there's a lot of great people in our community. So that's
All right, OC. You gotta give me a little something here. You know, you've been talking cars and shit like that. So I assume you probably have a garage at your house. What is your most vintage muscle car that you have? I know you have a freaking muscle car. You have to.
Nope. I've had muscle cars and cars ever since I was 16. I've been restoring cars my whole life. So my favorite.
I was a body man for many years. So I feel you, brother.
So I don't want to get into the long and the short of it is, but my favorite car as a kid. So hopefully this will inspire you guys a little bit. So as a kid, I fell in love with Corvettes at a very young age. Probably about the same time I started collecting coins, about 7, 8 years old. I was born in 1963. So in 1963 is when the first year of the Stingray. That is the first year and only year that they had a split window Corvette. So when I turned 28, I went out and had cash and I went and bought my 63 split window Sebring Silver 4-speed
Nice.
327 car. And I just had my first kid and bought my first house. So, and I had that for 10 years, but there was a life thing that happened where I had to part ways with it. And I've had hundreds of cars. That is my go-to all-time favorite. Took my oldest daughter to car cruises in it. And there's no better feeling when you sit next to your daughter strapped into your Corvette and she looks up you and says, "Faster, Daddy."
Right, right.
So yeah, that
So
I
you
could
don't
just
have
say that.
anything tucked. You don't have anything tucked away in your garage.
No, I'm kind of, dude. Cars were such a big part of my life for so many years. And when I retired and sold the dealership and just took a year off and just decompressed from being in retail world for 25 years, I was kind of over it. I've owned. I
Yeah,
mean,
I know I know where you're coming from. I mean,
I
I
was a,
drive a 2000. I drive a 2005 Ford Escape. Over 200,000 miles on it, but I got no payments. Nothing. It
yeah.
runs great.
You guys would
I'm
laugh
I'm
if I
over that
told.
shit. I'm over it.
You guys would laugh if I told you, and I'll tell you what I drive, but I'll tell you a little bit first. When you're a car dealer and you have $3 million credit and you can go put your hand up and say, "I want to buy that car," and they sign, and you walked up and you sign a green piece of paper and you can just hop in that car and drive out. So if there was a car that I wanted to drive, I just bought it and drove it and I put it on my car lot until I sold it. So there isn't a car that I haven't driven or owned or had. So $400,000 Bentleys to $300,000 Lamborghinis. You know, I tell people they're great, but I wouldn't own one to drive it on day to day because you have to wear a kitty belt to drive in those things.
Silver
Yeah,
Serpent.
that's for sure.
Silver Serpent says, "I have a 2001 Ford Escape." Silver Serpent, I'm sitting in a 2005 Ford Explorer right now.
Nice.
My
So
work
yeah.
truck.
So when my daughter went to college, she went to Alabama. We had bought her a new car to go to school in, and when she graduated, we bought her another car. I'm driving that 2013 Hyundai right now.
There you go.
And
Why
it's
not?
that car hasn't skipped a beat. It gets me up to LA every week or every 6 weeks when I go up there. It's
Right?
not
It,
glamorous,
it
but
it's point A to point B. That's all it is.
I can just tell people I've been there, done that. I've had that. I can count my blessings. I owned my dream car. I have no regrets for what I did, but now I'm enjoying doing this. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy supporting the artists that I'm showing the pours off of. This is what you do and buy when you've crossed that bridge, so to speak. When I paid all my bills, all my credit cards are paid off. We have retirement. We're comfortable and we're happy. So why not share that with you guys and either give you something to aspire to or motivate you. But my thing is, if you guys are going to do this and you want to retire at that age and you say, "Hey, look, I don't want to work," and I mean, we see stories a day. I just watched one yesterday on YouTube where the guy's 80 years old who he lost his pension and had to go back to work at 80.
Yeah,
That shouldn't
that's
happen
a
in America. I'm
horrible.
sorry, dude.
That's a
Snacking
horrible
surfer is like, I
situation.
finally got rid of the minivan. I drove a minivan for a long time.
Yeah, and I drove in that minivan with him, so he's not lying.
No, so I work at a tire shop, and we pay a company called Roadie, which delivers tires and picks stuff up and moves them around for us. And the drivers are older and older as time
Hmm.
goes on, and it really is a sad situation to see because that just means that somebody didn't plan very well for them, or they didn't plan very well for themselves because they didn't take their own finances into their own hands and do something
Yeah.
about it.
Then
So it's
I don't know
just
if you guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't know if you guys ever pay attention to Surfer or been on his channel that much. We have a guy named Kenji that comes in there and brags about owning Lamborghinis and blah 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 blah. And I just laugh at him. I get it. You want to brag, you want to be braggadocious. Hey, you worked hard. Hey, your family has money. That's fantastic. But
So you have to fix it.
there's a lot of us that don't have that. I don't come from a rich family. My parents gave me nothing. Anything that I've got that you see, I have earned every bit of it with the help of my wife, and we got married at 23 and 25,
Right on.
and built a life. So
Oh,
we've been.
amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Good for you.
Hey, does that Kenji guy? Does he live in South Africa? Does he email a lot of people asking for money?
I have no. I don't know. But what I'm getting at is there's people in this world that can go out and do that if they so choose. I'm not foolish with my money. Even when I
No,
made it,
I don't
I'm not going to
know.
say I made it big, but I'm going to say that I was fairly successful. I didn't go out and flaunt it. I didn't go out and buy a Rolex watch for 50 grand. I didn't go out and drive a $200,000 car because I could. We were smart about my money. I took a brown bag to lunch every day, and my employees said, "Well, why don't you go out?" I said, "I can, but I choose not to. I choose to have a homemade lunch made by my loving wife and sit down in the break room with you guys versus going out and buying a $70 barbecue and sitting and eating in front of you guys while you're eating your peanut butter and jellies." So
Good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you.
that's
And
Hey, we
good
got
for
a couple
her.
of people that rolled in. We
Good for
got
her.
wrong channel.
Taking care of you.
Stuart just rolled in, wrong channel. And I didn't mention Broke Stacker. Good to see you, bro. Good to see both you guys and everybody who's still here. Right on, man.
yeah, Jackknife. I want to say hello. Can I do some shout outs? Because I see
Oh,
these guys and say
Yeah,
hello to
go for it.
Mark.
Run through.
please do and read the comments about Kenji.
Yeah, I'm sure that people that have experienced him get it. But great to see Stat That Gold. I texted with him just recently. He's a great guy. Jackknife, I see him all over the place. Love you, brother. I love your humor. Stuart, you're phenomenal. I love that you changed your name on there. I love seeing you in West Texas and all these other chats. You guys are a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. Obviously, Surfer doesn't need to be said. We're good friends, and I'm proud to call him a friend.
Yeah,
So,
he said that he said that he made your logo, man.
Uh, yeah, well, yeah, dude, I had no idea. He had to teach me how. I go, how does my name light up red, but nobody else's does? He goes, that's because you put the at in front. He taught me everything I needed to know about YouTube. So,
Nice.
uh, I met him. He did a channel. He went on Yankees, and I said, oh, he's in San Clemente. He's close to me. So I called him up, and he ended up coming to my house. He was kind of scared. He brought a friend with him because I said, "Hey, bring your silver if you want to sell it. I got a booth at Long Beach. I'll take it up and sell it for you." And that's what started our friendship today. So it started
Cool.
off me just wanting to help him out and say, "Hey, dude, I got a booth. I'll throw some silver in for you if I sell it. We'll make a list of what I sold it at and give me the parameters of what you're willing to take for it." And I think this third day I did it, I sold more of his stuff, and I didn't sell any of mine.
Well, I want to do the same thing when you come to Vegas, man. That would be awesome.
Well, there was a couple of times I tried, but after I weighed out the expenses of a hotel, food, travel, and time, it's kind
Yeah,
of a wash. So I would sell all my
yeah,
silver, and the profits I would make would go to paying for all that stuff. So it really didn't make a lot of sense to do that.
yeah. You got to
Um,
stay close. You're right. Yeah.
yeah, and you're not going to drive up with $250,000 or 200,000 or even fifty
Well,
thousand dollars worth of silver and gold and walk in and out of a place, and people follow you or they see at the coin show, they go, "Oh, that guy's got to have something on him." And
yeah.
be taken out, or if you take it to your room and they break in. There's so many variables when doing this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why when I do coin shows, like there's four of us that all do it together. Obviously, Stacking Surfer goes, Chef Stacker LA, who's become a great friend. Thoroughly enjoy him and his girlfriend. They're awesome. And there's another gentleman who isn't on YouTube or anything. His name is Prem. We met him through at the coin shows, but he's such a stand-up guy that we invited him into our circle of friends. So the four of us, so we always have four eyes, but we usually bring our wives. So there's
Yeah.
eight of us that have eyes on our tables and watching every little move on somebody.
Well, what? Speaking about watching moves, everybody, well, not everybody, but quite a few people in the chat feed, the mobsters, they want to watch your content. What's up, OC? How come we don't have content?
I'm a broker.
OC don't do content.
This is my content right here. This is all I'll ever talk about or share with. I mean, I see what Surfer puts into his. I mean, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I listen to a lot of people. You guys don't
Well,
understand it, and you guys will Humble, Liberty, Cartier. You guys know what it's like to try to get a guest on there, have it be interesting, entertaining, and educational. It's not easy.
no, and
So
we want you. I think I speak for all of us. We want you as somewhat of a regular if you could. If this is your content, we need to keep making it.
Yeah. Oh, I want to shout out FG Stacker. I love his content. I don't comment much in there, but FG, I look at he's another pillar in the community. I watch him help all of you guys, and even you, Cartier, with doing your he does the
Oh
3D
hell
work for
yeah!
you guys. I mean,
FG has been a great help to me. We
there
had him
are
on
great
just a few weeks ago.
there are great people in this community. Seven Stacks. I joke around with her a lot. Have never said anything to her in person. We don't exchange texts or phone numbers, but I always say hello to her. We have a joking thing we call they call me OC Stalker, so because I always see all the same people in all the channels. So we have a lot of fun with that and joking around, and that's what I enjoy. This isn't a living. This is sharing and having fun. This is my hobby. It's great that I can sit here and chat with four other comrades on this panel and talk about what we love and are passionate about. And the good
Yeah,
news
because
is,
when it becomes work, it's not worth it.
yeah, and this is like I said, there's other hobbies. There's guys that collect baseball cards, football cards, but that's great that they have that hobby. But if the shit hits the fan, I'm sorry, I don't do the abbreviations. I just call it like it is. Those cards, you walk into a store, you're not going to buy bread, milk, or eggs for your family. So
Yeah, nobody cares about Babe Ruth.
I do. He had his place in time, and he's a great folk hero, and and all that kind of
Yeah,
good
but
stuff.
it's a
But
piece of paper. It's a piece of
he's not.
paper.
He's not
It,
that baseball card is not going to put a PB and J sandwich on your table for your family. This stuff will.
Yep.
So I call this an
Um,
innocent hobby, and it's great. There's no wrong way to do it, but there's smart ways to do it. So I don't want to belittle anybody that spent $600 on 3 grams of silver that's shaped like a spaceship, and he knows who I'm talking about.
uh-oh. Stacking Surfer says of live stream of OC in the Long Beach coin show. Is he
Oh
threatening
yeah,
this to happen, or has
no,
this
we
already happened?
no Long Beach is happening. So the show went away last year. So PCGS, the coin grain company, used to own that show. They shut it down last year and said, "Hey, we're out. We're done." Stax Bowers bought it back out, and Long Beach is happening February 18th through the 20th, and we will have a booth there. We always plan, I'll be honest with you, we have planned 3 different shows when it was open to live stream from there. But I gotta be honest with you guys. There's 4 of us there, and we are so busy that we don't even have time to film content. And we're usually one of the last 5, 6 people out of the show because people are there till the very end. So after being on your feet for 8, 9, 10 hours, we want to go sit down and go home.
Right.
So
I
yes, we
feel
want
you.
to do that, but like I said, we're blessed that our booth is busy. We do this and people get to know us, and then they get to meet us in person when they come to our booths, and we encourage that. We love it. I've met some great people at the coin show. I've met these guys don't come into your chat, but like 9 for 9 Racing. I've known him for a couple of years on YouTube. He's a great guy. Another guy named Frank Bonds. Have come up, shook my hand. We always have water there. The Long Beach, to get a hot dog is like $17, and a bottle of water is like $9. We bring a whole ice chest full of water and snacks. And if somebody wants something or a place to sit down, we invite them in to sit down and relax if they want to get off their feet, chat, and get to know us.
Right on.
All right, the Broke Stacker's in. Hello, Broke Stacker.
Yeah.
What? No,
Leader of the Broke Army is here.
oh, the Mag Tech. Those are my Hollow Point 38 specials, Broke Stacker. I just haven't put them away yet.
7 Stacks says that you stalk her, OC, and you also steal her turtles.
This is true. She, in fact, I'm sure she sees a flying turtle up there, and there's another turtle right next to which is, let's see if I can turn it that
The
way.
flying turtle, right?
And
The flying turtle, yeah, the flying turtle is right there and right next to the gold cougaran. But then there's another turtle back there next to T-Bird's cross that I got. So I have 5 turtles right now, and I tried to buy another one from Silver Dragons when he had it on his thing, but I got outbid by Stacking Surfer.
So that's the thing then that you mentioned I think we thought we were live streaming, or we were live streaming on a different stream, and I asked you about like your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that turtle? Is that what?
Well, so for me, the turtles represent. So when I started my dealership, my wife knows me very well. She goes, "You're a workaholic. You're always going to be working. We need to make sure that we take vacations as a family." So when I built the dealership or bought the dealership or whatever, however you want to put it, we went to Hawaii. So we got married. We didn't have a honeymoon. We stuck it out for 5 years, and we went to Hawaii for our delayed honeymoon. And while we were there, we bought a timeshare. So we bought a couple of weeks with ocean view, and so we went to Hawaii every week for every year for at least 2 weeks. And then a few of my dealership friends bought houses on there, so I would spend a week at mine and a week at theirs. And doing that when my kids were younger, we would go swimming with the turtles. So the turtles have a personal meaning that my kids look forward to going to Hawaii to go swimming and diving with the turtles, you know, just off the beach. So that's where that comes from. So
Well, that's awesome. That's a beautiful story.
that's my why I collected turtles and why I do what I do. It's just something sentimental in my heart that brings back fond memories of watching my kids snorkel and hang out with turtles. It was a cool thing, and my wife knew it that we needed to take our vacations. Um, that's why we got the timeshare. So we have a place in Hawaii.
Yeah, I know that you told me when I get that turtle from FG that I'm gonna be pouring for Humble for his little copper coral thing.
Oh,
You
there
were
you
the first
go.
one to jump up. You were the first one to jump up and say, "I want one."
So,
It's kind of like a retro looking turtle, but it's cool as shit. I can't wait to get it. I don't know if FG sent it to Humble or what's going on yet, but
yeah, but
I ain't
just
seen it yet.
leave the sprue on there. Like I said, it's just the flying turtle. It was something very cool. I had fun competing with Seven on that one. Like I said, so now Seven knows the story behind why I wanted those turtles, and I even, I got Capital on my phone. I text him all the time. I said, "Dude, I know things aren't great, but I'll send you the silver. Here, I'll send you I'll send you 20 ounces of 4.9's fine shot. Pour me 4 turtles and keep the rest and do other projects and sell it, make money." But he won't do it. So, um,
I will.
Seven stack.
Just throwing it out
Congratulations
there,
on hitting a
just in
thousand
case
subs.
you ever need a turtle or something.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's my 2 cent story on that, and that's why I do what I do. Um, uh,
Yeah,
well,
Cap is he's a different man. He's very home based. He's very private. He
yeah,
lets a little bit of shit out here and there, but I mean he's kind of like a recluse almost.
yeah. See, I love that. See, I have that piece. I gotta find it. Dude. I got so much that the soldier with the horse. That's another one of my favorite capital currencies.
I got the
This
copper
was
one.
this was gifted to me by 3D Woodworks. He
That
gave me
that
this.
that is that is a phenomenal piece, and I have that same piece in 3D's. I know 3D loves Capital too, and I know those guys have exchanged. 3D's another guy that will help you with questions or do whatever. Yeah, that's a great piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I've
this
got
is
the
a
lion
really
head. I've got the cowboy and the soldier. I've got the spearhead, and there's another one I got too. I don't remember what it is.
I want to say I think I have at least minimum 25 to 30 pieces of Capitals.
I think I got like 10.
and I got one of 3D's rings.
So here I'll share a certain story. I mean, I appreciate that, but to this day, I don't wear any bracelets, any chains, any rings, because I was a mechanic for many years, and I worked with mechanics
Yeah, you don't do that.
who were missing fingers because of rings and all that kind of stuff. So my wedding ring looks just as beautiful 36 years later after a wedding because I never put it on.
I had a buddy of mine had his wedding ring. He arced it on a freaking starter, and it glowed red. And he ripped this freaking thing, and he had this huge ass blister that went around his wedding. He's like, "I'll never fucking put that thing on again, ever."
Here, I'll share a good one with you. So I'm a mechanic, and I got my boss out there trying to teach me how to be a mechanic, which is funny. That's like me walking up front and showing them how to sell cars. This is early in my days. So this guy was one of those guys who had the fancy watch, had the fancy bracelets, had the fancy chains, had the rings on his finger. He was pimping back in the day. So there's a car that had a dead battery and it needed to be jumped. And he goes, "I'll do that." I said, "No, dude, I got it. Let me just do it. It's just easier." He goes and grabs the jumper and puts it on there, and he rolls up his sleeves and puts his watch up. Well, as he puts that positive cable onto the battery post, that bracelet came down and arced on the battery post and fused to his bone right in front of me, dude. I mean, it was the most insane, scary, smelliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And when I came home that day, and that's the same dealership where I met my first mechanic who was missing a finger because of a ring. And I said, "Look, babe, I love you, and I'm not going to cheat on you, but I just have a fear of losing a limb. And to this day, I don't wear anything." And I haven't wrenched on a car in probably 10, 15 years.
No, if you're working on a car and you're turning wrenches and shit like that, jewelry does not mix. It does not mix. It can get electricity. It gets caught on shit. I mean,
and we're sitting here talking about common sense. Here's just another part of life. If you guys are working on a car and you have jewelry on, do the smart thing and take it off before you go change a battery or do your brakes or do something. Because a tool more likely to a wrench, a plug, something to get cut up between your finger and your ring are insanely high. So why would you take that risk?
Yeah, and if you got long hair,
why do you want to damage it anyway? Why do you want to damage it?
You might want to put your long hair in a ponytail, man. I remember in high school they showed us like hair getting pulled up and scalp getting pulled off with it, underneath the car, the drivetrain, and all that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When we worked in the metal shop at the high school, they'd show freaking videos of people, wearing a tie while working on the lathe. It's like,
oh.
you're sucked right in.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Oh God.
Crazy.
So anyhow, like I said, I guess we can base tonight's discussion on common sense and what makes sense as far as stacking, as far as working on the car. Yeah, I mean,
that's where our PPE. Like I do.
Well, I do have a question for you.
Any son of a bitches out there who ever seen me pour, I might wear a glove once in a while if I have to do multiple pours. If I'm just doing a quick pour, I don't wear a glove. Looks like I'm even freaking shorts.
We keep losing LBS. But I do have a question for you, OC.
Sure.
Does it make sense for somebody to put money into platinum right now?
Okay, so I definitely have platinum, no doubt about it. I have all the metals. My rule of thumb on that, and I'll just speak to what I did. I watch obviously all the metals, and when the last Long Beach show we did, platinum was at its almost all-time low. My rule of thumb on platinum was when it hits $900, buy, and I did. In fact, I had 1 ounce of platinum. I had a platinum eagle, and I had a guy hand me $800 and 4 ounces of platinum for my one eagle that was graded at MS-70. And I thought that was a no-brainer. I got 4 ounces instead of 1. And at the end of the day, when platinum goes up, that one's only going to go up so much. My 4 ounces are going to go 4 times math. So that was a no-brainer. Okay. So I would say that if you can get it, but all these dealers right now, from what I understand, if they have what's platinum at here? I got it right here. Platinum's at $1,660 even.
Yeah.
In most dealers, if it's in a coin form or something of value, it's a $250 premium on top of that. Now, if it's a bar, you can buy it at that probably 100 over, I believe. But if I go to the coin shows and I'm buying platinum, I'm buying it at 100 back. Why is that, Jeff? I'm sorry, OC. Why are you buying that at 100 back? Well, you see, all of you guys watch the market. You see how much the fluctuation. That's my insurance against the market dipping, and I don't lose money. That's why I buy it that way. Now, if I buy it and someone says, "Hey, can I buy that right back from you at 16.50 and you bought it at 15.50?" Sure, no problem. So
Okay.
I say that if you can get a deal on it, that's great. I wouldn't pay premiums on it. I certainly wouldn't be buying it if I had to pay a 250 premium. In my
Okay.
opinion, like I said, it is a metal, but there has to be a smart time, and you have to set a number of when you think it's a smart time to buy, or when you think it's going to bottom out. When I called
Well,
900, I was only $20 off the bottom. I think it got to 880 was the lowest I think I saw platinum get in the last couple of years. So,
so how do you feel about somebody getting into platinum right now?
um, if you're in it for the long haul for the next 15, 20 years, have at it. It's going to be, and if gold ignites and rocket ships and it gets out of, if gold goes to 10,000 or 15,000 to one, are you guys really going to be able to sit here and buy ounces at a time?
No, of course not.
There you go.
I I,
This is
I
this
promote
is
fractional anyways, but continue.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm now loading up on fractional. I see the writing on the wall. I'm not going to be able to sell these ounces for much longer than I have. So
Well, it's
if
getting too
someone goes,
expensive.
hey, OC, I want to give you 10 1/10 for your ounce. No problem. Fair exchange. I'll take your 10. Here's my 1 ounce.
Oh,
People
I
are
would
doing
do
it for
that all
different
day too.
reasons. So if you're doing it for the reason I'm doing it right now is for generational wealth, um, the smartest way for me to do it right now, and I don't do it, even though I was advised and told by the people that's my smelters who've been doing this a lot longer than I have. If you're gonna get into gold, get it as the cheapest as possible. If it goes from 4,000 to 8,000, that bar that you bought at spot, and you're gonna sell it again at spot or 1% back, and it's worth 8,000. I didn't pay the premium, the two, three, $400 on the Eagle or the Buffalo, and
Right.
lessen my profit margin. So it all makes sense. I should go out and turn all my coins in and go buy, a couple of kilos or 10-ounce bars or whatever and get rid of all the coins. Problem is, what I'm doing it for isn't for me. It's for my daughters after I'm gone. They inherit my house. It needs a roof. They don't have the money. They have dad's collection to go liquidate a couple of ounces or an ounce of silver or gold, whatever it's going to take, to put a hot water heater in, to put a roof on, to get the house repainted, whatever they might need when dad's not around anymore. That's what my motivation is to do this.
You're
Yours
a
might
good
be for
man. You're a
retirement.
good man.
Yours might be for something else. Like I said, we all have our journey. We all have our stories. This just happens to be mine. I'm thankful for what I've gotten. I'm 61 years old. I couldn't tell you the last time I went to the doctor when I was sick. I don't have any ailments. I don't have any arthritis. I don't have any diabetes. I'm truly blessed. Why wouldn't I give back and help people out? And I also volunteer for 501c foundations. I just did 3 days with WWP with MLZB and those guys. I'm counting my blessings every day. And why would I waste it sitting in my garage and not and hoarding my information? Whereas I can sit with you guys on a Sunday night at 10:15 my time and talk about what we're passionate about.
Well, I appreciate
Yeah,
you, OC. You
yeah,
know,
I know.
thank
you
you
Well,
know,
so much.
that's
you
the only
know,
reason I. That's the only
we've
reason
been
I
we've been
agreed to do it.
talking back we've been talking back and forth for for quite a while. Since I started, even before I started buying from you, we were talking back and forth.
Oh yeah,
And you've
yeah.
always supported me. You've always, helped me out. Even when I had a rough time, it's like you bought shit for me just to help me out.
Yeah, and it's sitting on the
I mean,
table as we
I
speak.
appreciate that.
Like I said, people can hear your voice and what you're going through when you guys are going through a hard time. And if you want to help, what do? I'm not going to go. I think it's ridiculous, and this is me. Not everybody's going to agree with me. Why would I give you a super chat for $20 and have YouTube take 30% of it? I'd rather just Venmo you the money and be done with it. Or, hey, that pour you're selling for 30, that 1 ounce pour you're selling for $50. Here's $60. You know what I'm saying? If you want to help somebody out and do that and give them a leg up and help them out and don't feel like it's charity, in my opinion, you don't do super
you're getting
chats.
something back in the meantime. So I mean,
I'd
you're
rather
just
give
doing a
you
little. You're just
if I
doing a
want
little
to
bit extra.
if I wanted to give you $10, I'm going to give you $10. I'm not going to do it through YouTube and have them take 30% of it. But that's my 2 cents on super chats.
Yeah, I don't care much about freaking YouTube and all that shit. I mean, I'm still below 500, and I don't care. I
Well,
really don't.
okay, here, let's put that into perspective. Yankees got Yankee and Dragons. I think they're around what 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, something like
200,000
that.
subscribers that are not their friends.
There you go. There you go.
I want
And
the people who know me to actually have my phone number, call me up, ask for information, want to know this, want to talk to me. That's my group. Those are the people that I want on my channel.
yeah, my philosophy on the word friend is insanely different than what you're saying. My opinion of a friend, and who I'll call a friend, is someone I know that I can pick up the phone right now and say, "Hey,
We
something
got to bury a
happened."
body.
There you go. How many? I want the friend to say, "How many shovels do you want me to bring?" But that's being a bit of a smart ass, and I really don't mean to be. I'm going to take that back a little bit. That's the
No,
humanism part of
but
it.
we
But
know what you're talking about.
my
Well, come on,
friend
it's
I've
the
had,
metal mob. We got to talk about shovels.
yeah. So my best friend since kindergarten called me up just out of the blue and needed some help. What do you need, bro? And he was starting a business. Bank wouldn't lend him any money. I said, "Done. What do you need?" And I just gave it to him. No contracts, no handshakes, no nothing. Didn't care because when you do this with friends, you don't expect to get it back. Same with
Exactly.
family. If someone in our family needs something, my wife and I look at each other. I said, "Okay, whatever we give, we're never going to see again." So we have to be good with that with each other before we do that. So I hold the word friend in a different category, and there's a few people that I've met through here that I deal with. Stacking Surfer being one of them. He'll be a friend there if I need it, and it goes vice versa. We both have tapped on this before, so. And there's not many people that can do that. There's people I care about. There's people that are I use the word acquaintance instead of friend. But
Yeah.
Cartier calls me up and says he needs something. He's been good to me. I'm gonna be good back. Um, it's
No,
just the way it is.
no, I understand because I was in a spot like that and called someone and they helped me out quite tremendously. Actually, it was quite a group event, but it got taken care of. And so, um, I'll tell you, there's nothing like this community that we're in right now, and the people I've met as well. This is my family, and I say that all the time. You guys are my YouTube family, but I'm closer to you than I am my own family. I talk to you guys on a daily basis. I chat with you regularly on my lives. And anybody here, if I ever had a question, I could honestly say that they're not going to steer me wrong if they give me an answer. So,
There you go. And
um,
I love the people in chat. I'm trying to read some of this stuff, but I'm trying to also. I always try to be in the moment and talk with you guys and not miss something. But when I see people's the LOLs and the smiley faces and you guys are talking back and forth, I love it. It's that we're talking about something, but these guys are having a conversation over there. But at the end of the day, we're all having some fun and doing this and just sharing what we're doing. So,
you know,
so
wrong channel said big truck, shovel, carpet, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Stuart, I think Stuart. If we ever chatted together, I think we would be that kind of friendship because just you just get how people talk through chat, what kind of person they are. Me, I'm not always serious. I like to have fun on this thing. I spent my whole life being serious and my head under a hood of a car for many years. And in retirement, I can
Yeah.
sit here and sit in a corner and do nothing, or I can enjoy life. I choose to enjoy life and engage with other people, like-minded people. In a nutshell.
OC got jokes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I try.
I gotta give a shout out to you all. Thanks, Humble, for getting me back in. I was back there a while, but yeah, I kept dropping out. I appreciate your patience and getting me back on. I gotta also shout out Wrong Channel or Stuart. Yeah, that dude he's smart and he's funny as fuck, man. I
Yeah.
go back and watch my live streams because when I'm live streaming by myself, I can't really read the chat or see it all. And then I go back later and watch it, and freaking Stewart is always cracking me up. Thanks,
I'll
buddy.
I'll be honest with you. If I was to do any kind of content, I would want to be involved with someone like Stuart.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's great, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, and Seven Stacks, she hit 1,000 subscribers today. So
Yes, she did.
congratulations, Seven. Everybody
Congratulations.
Congrats,
doing
Evan.
that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Woohoo!
awesome, Seven.
Good for you, honey.
Great job.
Yeah.
Congrats, Seven.
The queen of the chips. I heard her edition is almost done for all the chips that she has to have.
What?
Hey,
Done? Really?
The addition that she put on her house to hold all the chips.
Oh, the addition. Okay.
It's almost done.
The display room, right?
That's funny. Hey,
Yeah, she had her.
the Broke Stacker's inviting us to Idaho. I was just in Idaho. We're looking at some places out that way. And I think I talked to Broke Stacker that if we end up landing out there, that I definitely want to hook up with him and meet him. He's
I spent a little bit of time in Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene. I finished a house up there out on a golf course. Yeah, it's so beautiful up there, man. Oh,
yeah, my best friend that I was talking about that I would one of my ride or die bros. I mean, they live in Star, but going from Boise through Meridian through Eagle, and then Star out there. That's all like Western Idaho, I guess you would say.
New Hampshire on order.
But yeah, I like it out there. So we're just trying to decide whether we want to just get a smaller place and not have to worry about it. But my daughters want to have animals, so we're looking at maybe trying to get a house on a parcel and just build another one on there, and the kids can have the animals, and my wife and I can help them with it. And if they want to go vacation or travel, or do whatever they can, and we can help them out, or get a small place and not worry about it. Just go there, once in a blue moon, have a second house. But until my daughters decide where they're going to land and get married and raise their families, my wife and I are going to be, stand pat here in California until we figure it out.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I got a couple of sons. They're, yeah, late 20s, still at home. One of them's out, but the other two, still waiting on them to start their lives, man. I don't. It seems like younger people don't want to get out like they used to. Like I don't know, like how I did. I'm about your age. Well, not quite as old as you, OC, but I was born in '65. So yeah, I turned 60.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know.
No,
I don't know how to get.
they don't have the motivation that we had when we were
Yeah.
younger. I mean, getting your
Like,
driver's license and
yeah.
getting the hell out of town was
Yeah,
the
the driver's
biggest
license.
freaking thing in the world. And these
I
kids
was just
today, they
talking,
don't even care. I'll just Uber, or I'll have somebody pick me
I,
up. It's like,
I
Yeah.
was just talking to my
I want
daughter
my freaking
today. She's
freedom.
17.
Give me that freaking
17.
gas pedal. I grew up freaking Dukes of Hazards on backcountry roads in Connecticut, dirt. I've jumped shit. I've destroyed cars.
What were you saying, Humble, about your 17-year-old?
My 17-year-old. It's like I've been talking to her about getting her license. I'll pay for the driver's ed, which is $500. She keeps putting it off, and now she's like,
Yeah.
I'll just wait till I'm thinking I'll just wait till I'm 18, and I'm like, I even told you I'd buy you a car. So she's still like she's had every bit of motivation that I can give her to do it. She just doesn't want to do it. And then she says it. She's like, "Well, I've got you and mom to drive me around if I ever need anything, and all my friends have cars too." And I'm like, "Okay." And then she's like,
Yeah.
"And when I get a job, I'll make sure that it's right off the bus line, just
Yeah.
in case." I have to get to work. And I'm like, okay. Well, she was
Yeah.
responsible in that sense, so I was happy about that, but she's not motivated to get her license.
You know, dude, they don't have the drive to drive, and that's freedom. That's what it was all about for me, and I'm
Well,
sure a
yeah.
lot of us here.
I
That's
was 10 years old when I got my first dirt bike. I drove that thing everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, like the minute I could get my license, I had it, and the minute I bought a car that was mine, yeah, it was freedom. It was like I got my keys. I know what my curfew is. If I have one, I'm out. I'll talk to you later. I got enough money to put gas in the car, and that's all it took.
Yeah,
Gas in
man,
the
I
car.
was when I was turned 50, the day I turned 15 and a half, I got my learner's permit. And the day I turned 16, at 7 in the morning, I was out there waiting for them to open at 8. And, by 9:30, I had my license. That next weekend, I drove from Vegas to California, Southern California and back, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
the very first time I buy any car that weekend, I take it on a road trip. I mean, I don't plan it, but it just happens that way. I always go for some long drive somewhere
That's a
just to
good
test
test.
it and put it through as much brutal testing I can for the area I live in. And yeah, I love road trips. Road
So
trips are awesome.
When I bought my first brand new car was a 2017 Mitsubishi Mirage. I brought that son of a bitch up on the highway doing 112. It's like, if you're going to break, I'm going to break you now.
How
oh
about you,
boy.
OC?
So
Uh,
hey, let's circle back to what we were talking about. Um, this is a great segue, by the way, what we just talked about. So I told you my story when I was a kid and loving the 63. As a kid, I saw in my parents, my mom didn't work. My mom couldn't even drive. My dad worked for a paper company called Zellerbach Paper Company in LA, and we lived in Long Beach, which that was an hour away. So my dad spent 2 days a week on the road. I'm sorry, every day going to work, an hour up and an hour back. And that car my dad drove was supplied by my dad's company. I recognized at an early age that my parents, if I wanted to be anything more than what I was or could have been, and worried about my parents, like you said, buying me the car, doing me this, I knew that was never going to happen because my dad didn't have the means to do that, and I was the oldest of four boys. We were lucky to have food on the table every night. So at an early age, I recognized that if I want to have more or do better than what my parents did, that I wasn't going to wait for somebody to come along and kick me in the ass and tell me to do it. I had the self motivation to start. What did I start doing? I went to a birthday party at 7 years old and I won one of those blue penny coin books. And that's what
oh,
started
cool.
my journey on coin collection.
Oh,
So I started
Told
in
her.
coin collecting and started learning about bullion and everything else. So back then I wasn't looking at silver and gold to get me to where I'm at today. That was just part of my journey and part of my story. I'm with you, dude. I got my learner's permit 6 months early at 15 and a half. So the day I turned 16, December 24th, the day before Christmas, I was in line at the DMV taking my driver's test, and I was driving
Nice.
on I was driving on Christmas Day.
Sweet.
These kids don't have motivation. What's their motivation to go do better, to go do this? It's these years of listening to these people in our world, stars, news, whoever, who are saying
TikTok.
whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, look at the Mr. Beats is a millionaire. I'll never be that. All they see is they don't see it themselves, so they don't even try. And that's the frustrating part. If you can see your kids push or motivate and do instead of supplying, my kids already know they're going to inherit everything. I said, but you're not. I'm not going to give it to you when I'm 70 and I'll just be a pauper and you can have it all now. That's not going to happen. But
Right.
they know it's coming, but at the end of the day, I still want to be them self sufficient because what happens if something does happen, and I don't think this is going to happen with gold confiscation, but let's just say it does. What are you guys going to rely on then? Let's say they raise the property taxes to $1 million a year, and between the two of you, you can't come up with half of it. So then you're going to lose the house. So then you got to find a place to live. You have to learn your own survival skills and learn to where you fit in. You better be able to go get a job. You better be able to do a flat tire. You better be able to cook, because no one's going to do it for you. And that's what I think is one of the key elements in today, where kids think everything's gonna be handed to them and given to them. And as parents, we want to say, "Hey, look, if you get, I just heard you. I'll buy you a car if you get your license." You shouldn't have to do that. They should have the motivation within themselves to say, "Hey, look, if I want to go to the circus with my friends in Los Angeles and I live in Las Vegas, I got to figure out how to get my car, make sure the maintenance is up, make sure the oil's changed, make sure the tires are good, make sure I got money for gas up and back. I got to have emergency money in case we break down and we have to stay in a hotel room overnight." Nobody thinks of these things.
You sound like
I
a
wasn't.
dad. You
I
sound
wasn't
just like a
using
dad.
it. I wasn't using it as an incentive. She just knows that I was already going to buy her first car.
Well, and my
So
kids
I
did too.
just,
I mean, I told
it
my
was just
kids, "You guys get good." Here's my motivation for my kids. When they were money motivated, so I told them, "Okay, for every A that you get, I'm going to give you $100, and if you get straight A's, I will double it." But then I said it gets put in thirds. A third goes to church, a third goes to do whatever you bloody well please, and the other third goes into savings for a rainy day.
yeah.
That's good. I like that. I
So
like that.
that's just one thing that I do with my girls to motivate them. So and they both took all AP classes all 4 years of high school. They both graduated with honors and with their um, masters in college. So they're both making more money than I was when I owned my car dealership. So I'm happy for that. So they at least have a skill of something that they can do. I can build houses, I can fix cars, I can cut hair, I can cook. I have life skills. If the pot was to drop out of the fire onto the fire, I could find a way to make money to put food on the table or get me a place to sleep. And that's what I think everybody needs to have, a life skill of some sort.
Absolutely, man. I was going to say that
Yeah,
earlier.
definitely, definitely.
Skills are
Or
so important to teach young people, man.
if you know how to play with trains and make a living at it, my hat's off to you. That's a shout out to T-Bird, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
T-Bird,
I
good to
hear
see
that.
you, buddy.
I
Good to
love
see
I
you.
pick
T-Bird.
them up. I put them down.
I picked him up. I put him down. Godzilla.
Oh man, it's like I said, it's at the end of the day, like I said, and it takes people in our community. We want to lift each other up and help each other. So I'm no different. I want to help. Um, but I can only do so much. But I don't know. I lean on Surfer. He has such great knowledge of financials and what's going on in the market. And if I don't understand something, he takes the time to explain it to me, which I don't get it. That and computers elude me. You can put a blindfold on me and I'll rebuild a car, a carburetor, whatever you want. You put me in front of the computer, I'm an idiot. I can't figure the simplest things out.
Oh my God, OC, we are brothers. These guys can attest to this. Yeah, this is why I do not host anymore.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I know my strengths and weaknesses. You get your car broken down. I'll come get you, brother. I'll change a flat tire. We'll get it figured out and get you home. But you put me in front of a broken computer. Like I said, who was I
Forget
working
it.
with? Humble and I. We were trying to figure out how to get my camera to reverse to show my stage. It took me a minimum of 5 minutes. Would you say, Humble, for me to figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. We got it done.
Like I said,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm in the same boat, dude. I am totally in the same boat. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
in the same boat, dude.
no, but
Well,
I love
someone's
it.
on the background. Well, so let's see here. T-Bird, welcome in. I think you had a chance to say hi. Uh, Justin, you do speak a lot of truth. A lot of chat. You guys, chat is rolling by so fast. It's actually it's hard for me to keep up with a lot of it. So I just want to let everybody know we all appreciate you all being here. And OC, thank you for being here, of course, because um, you, like I said, you're a fountain of knowledge. We really do appreciate you being here. Uh, what do you think the medals are going to do by the end of the year?
Um, I'll start off my always saying. I said, how do you predict a manipulated market?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
So that being said, I I watch and talk with Surfer a lot, and we watch a lot of different channels, and we follow a few people. I think the writing is on the wall no matter what. That no time soon, people talk about uh, gold dipping below 4,000 and silver dropping back down in the 40s. The market's going to go up and down. And I kind of have to use the comparison of the stock market. You know, a lot of people don't sit there and watch all the mutual funds and all the stocks they watch every day for their retirement. We do just because we buy and sell it more often than we do our stocks. I think we're going to see a steady growth. I wish I could show my hands and show a graph of going up and down, up and down, up and down. But what's consistently happening is that the bar is being raised very slowly. Is the When I started doing this when I retired, silver was $16 an ounce. On a day that it fluctuated 20 cents was a big day for us. So in just a short amount of time, we can see what the big difference is. Now we're seeing 2, 3, 350, 375 in one day. That is monster for silver.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So
It's at 97% for the year. I saw Surfer post that earlier, and it is. It's doubled for the year so far. You know,
yeah,
I remember stacking when silver was $17 an ounce.
so I'm going to tell you that you're going to see a steady growth in this, and to still keep doing what everybody says, dollar cost average, do all that kind of good stuff. But I wouldn't stop buying it because it hits a certain plateau. I think a month ago, someone asked me, "What's my plateau for silver?" I said, "I'm not paying more than $48." Look at this. A month later, we're sitting at 58. It's $10 more than I said I wouldn't pay any more for. Now, have I personally gone out and bought any silver over 50 yet? No, I have not. What I will
I
do
did
is
last week.
when I
I got it at 55. It was 58 at cost, and I got it at 55. So I bought it,
yeah,
and
there
I
you
picked
go.
up a 1/10 ounce gold too.
I don't necessarily need to stack anymore. I just buy it. I try to buy it at a good price and just pass it on to my friends. And if nobody wants it, then I just go down to LA and I sell it off. I buy it to where there's profit no matter which way I go. The problem is with it going up so high, it has taken people out of the marketplace. Whereas a month ago, you may have been buying it at 48, but at 58, well, now you don't have enough money to buy that. And I don't have fractional below an ounce to sell you. So you may say, hey, well, I only have X amount of dollars. Let's say you have $300 a month with I call disposable income. That means all of your bills have been paid. You have cash supply. You're out of debt, and you have that much as your disposable cash. That's when I say that's obviously common sense and buying it smart. If you're in debt, don't buy an ounce. It's stupid. Why are you going to spend what's the interest rate right now on a credit card? 20, 22, 25%. Car loans are if you have great score, you're going to be 8, 9% on a car loan. Why would you do that and go buy silver and do all that kind of stuff? Why wouldn't you pay off you're throwing good money after bad. So get out of
Yeah.
debt. I won't if you're in debt, I won't sell to you.
Mm.
And I'll ask you that point blank before I sell to you. Get out of debt first. It's I don't care what your story is. You're not doing yourself any favors by buying an ounce of silver at this is called $55 when you're $2,000 in debt in your credit card at 22% interest. That makes no sense to
Not
me on any
exactly.
and sometimes some people have the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Oh, silver's going to jump to $2,000. You hear all this stuff. Oh, silver's going to when it breaks out, it's going to be $100 an ounce. It ain't happening overnight, folks. Sorry to break the news to you. If it does, it's going to take a catastrophic event. The bank's closing down, the LVMA going out of business. They don't have silver on
If
delivery. We saw the writing on the wall. Now, could it happen? Absolutely. But don't sit there and not pay off your debt to buy an ounce of silver because you think it might get there. Unless you
Right.
have positive proof that it's going to happen. And me talking to you on this live stream with 30 people in here is not going to change a bloody thing. We don't make a difference on the price of silver. We're such a minute minority.
if silver jumps up that high, that freaking quick, you got a hell of a lot more problems than
Yeah.
worrying about how much your silver is worth.
And then
You
don't
better have
worry.
seeds. You better have water. You better have food.
Well, here
Yeah.
let's
It,
focus
it
in on let's focus in on those blue boxes right there. I got way more of that than I do gold and silver, folks. And I got a 6 foot by 5 foot by 4 foot safe full of pew pews to make sure that nothing does happen.
Yeah, chasing the quick buck is not the way with precious metals. Real quick, I gotta say, B Taylor, welcome to the show, man. Glad you made it. Glad you're here. Always good to see you. And
Hey,
I got a quick
Taylor.
question. OC, I got a question for you about. You mentioned that you and Stacking Surfer both watch some of the same speculators or economists. My God, I
Yeah.
can't get it out. Who are those people that you watch?
Yeah, funny you ask. We have been trying to get Rob Keenst on our show for quite some time. Um, he owns a deal called the Freedom Report, and every time I do a live, I always mention him. I
Oh,
think he is so underrated, and why his views aren't through the roof. And I talk to Surfer about this quite often. It's because that he is so full of knowledge and so. This guy worked at silver mines. He put boots to the ground. He's been in the mines. He's talked to the owners of mines. He can talk to you about what mining stocks, what's going on with it. He did a deep dive. He did a 3-part series on if you want to invest in mines. He shows you all the pitfalls and the reasons why and what's going on with these guys and how they manipulate the market. What's going on? The guy is just
okay. You're
he's a great wealth of knowledge when it comes to that
you're
part of it. He's also a stacker.
you're speaking highly of this person. What's the name so I can get it in the chat feed? I want to put a link.
It's called the Freedom Report.
And is that on YouTube?
He is on YouTube.
Freedom Report. What's his name?
Rob Keenst, KEINTZ, I believe.
Report. Ron. Okay, I'm gonna try to find it.
Looks like Stacking Surfer has an interview with him on the 17th.
Yeah, that's coming up. Then obviously, if you guys watch Surfer, Andy Scheckman is another person that's been doing this forever, and he's boots on the ground, been doing this forever and looking at it. He's a great guy to listen to. He's
I
very
like
fair.
Andy.
I do when I have bigger deals. Um, we lean on him to help us with the deals, the transportation or the delivery of. Um, I can't talk about the deals I've done. It's just not fair. I don't want any word getting out. But like I said, we've done some pretty big deals where it was more than that we could handle, and so like I said, both those guys are great guys to listen to. Feed off Surfer in himself watching his show and look at all the interviews he does. We've
Yeah.
there isn't one channel or any channel in our community that has gotten more guests that are more prominent in our world. How many people have ever had a guy who we have Silvano who owns Tangible Investments, who's one of the 8 founding members of PCGS and came up with the grading system.
Wow.
His shop is 10 minutes from my house. And I had befriended
Oh.
him via the Long Beach Coin Show that if we have questions about coins or something that we're not experts on, and he just dropped a video of him today. This
I
guy's
watched it.
yeah, this guy is world renowned. He's flown all over the world to look at collections and estates and coins. This guy, for him to even sit down and talk to us is phenomenal. And you got, like I said, we were touched on this earlier, where what it takes to get guests on there that know what they're doing and talking about and respected. Good Lord, this was a great contact, and
Yeah.
we got him to
It's like
sit
the
down with
Holy
us.
Grail.
And we got him to sit down with us, and not only that, now he's doing content for them, and Surfer's working hand in hand with them. So this was all built off of he and I meeting off of YouTube, a couple of years ago, off of Yankees stream when he was there. That's when that silver surfboard came out. I forget from Pamp.
Oh. Well, hey, we're moving on up too here on our channel. We've had this it's Silver Stacked Surfer here as well as you, OC. So yeah, man, we got some big names coming here.
Well, I wouldn't consider
Yeah.
myself a big name, but I'm happy to talk with you guys, help you guys, bring you deals, bring deals to people that want to reach out to me. I put my everybody has my email. I put it in almost every chat. If somebody asks for it, I just put it in the chat. I don't care. If you need help, if you have questions, if you need to buy something and you don't trust your source, I get that. The only way to do that is to build trust and do business with them. And I said, hey, I've seen you around. Cardi is a great example. I felt from the get go that he had a good heart And so, yeah, I'm going to do business with them. Hey, I'm going to send you money. I trust that I'm going to get this over, and vice versa. And it's worked out beautifully. And like I said, and I don't do this to promote my sales because, like I said, that's not what I'm here for. If you want my help, I'll help you. If you want a deal, if I have it, if I come across a big collection and I buy silver cheap, I'm going to pass that on to you. Like I said, I make $1 an ounce on silver. There, it's out. There's my profit. So if I sell you a whole tube, I'm gonna make a whopping $20. Oh wait, and then I gotta ship it if you're not local. There goes another $5. So I'm making $15. So like I said, this isn't get rich. This is helping you guys source it at the best way possible. I didn't get this kind of help going through this last 60 years on this earth. No one took the time to do this. YouTube, communication, today's lifestyle, it affords us to do this. And what benefit would I be to sit here at home and not share it with you guys uh, in our community? Makes no sense to me.
OC,
Well, no,
I can definitely testify to our relationship and our business relationship, and you have done nothing but treat me right, and I
Yep.
appreciate you, and I damn sure appreciate you even coming on this show, and I thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Happy to do
Yeah.
it. Like I said, I hope I'm showing you guys examples of what not to do until later in life and get this stuff later. Get your stacks, get your weight, get out of debt. Please do that
Oh.
first. If nothing else, if I switched on one light tonight that says, "Hey, you know what? Look, if I stick to it and I stick to my commitment, instead of going to Starbucks, I'm gonna bring water, my filtered water from home to drink instead of buying a $3 bottle of water." All these things add up. If you sit down in 1 month and add the Starbucks, the McDonald's, the fast food, the nonsense, if you to make your sandwich every day instead of going out every day, I mean, that's why I'm where I'm at. This didn't happen overnight. I certainly didn't have anybody writing checks for me. My parents gave me nothing, so I count my blessings, like I said, and why not share? So
You're a self-made man, brother.
Well, thank
Uh,
you for sharing your time with us tonight, OC. We really appreciate you being here, man. And I was
Yeah.
totally serious about. I don't know if you're interested. It'd be nice to have you on again and again, man.
if you guys
OC,
need my help,
would it be all right if I posted your email in chat?
sure.
Oop,
Yeah.
I did
Okay.
already. Sorry,
Yeah,
humble. I did.
Okay,
Actually,
perfect.
that's
Yeah, no,
wrong. That's wrong. It's two O's.
it's two O's.
Yeah, you want to hear the funny story about that and me and electronics?
Oh wait,
So
so you didn't get the Secret Santa email tonight? You didn't get the email from me tonight, then, OC? I thought I saw. Huh.
here, hang on. I'll look right now while I'm talking to you. Yeah, it's two O's. And the reason my computer had already put OC Stacker in, but I didn't see it, and so I started to type it in again, and then it once I saw that I said, oh, and I tried to delete it and I couldn't, and then I ended up sending it because I needed to give it to people, not having my name in it, obviously. Um, and to this day, we haven't been able to figure out how to get rid of that O.
Well,
So
that's
now it's
okay.
so
Well,
now
I'm
it's
glad you.
OOC Stacker.
Well, I'm glad you did it right, humble. Because yeah, I couldn't see that extra O, man. I typed in OC. Yeah, thank you, man. Double OC.
Let's see if I did get one from you. Yeah, the Secret Santa. I got it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it actually shows on my email. I just couldn't see it with my blurry ass eyes.
That's okay, brother. I got my glasses on. I'm doing this, and I'm trying to reach chat, but I'm not doing a good job of it. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't check my emails every day. So if you don't hear from me for a day or two, don't get upset. But I will get back to you. I promise. I have 3 different emails: my personal, my OC, and I have my business for my CBD company.
Oh, right on.
Which is this one right
Oh,
here.
oh, is that what you sent
Hold
Cartier
on.
in the foil, right? The pouches.
So yeah, so what I'm gonna do for the month of December, if anybody orders anything from me, if you put my screen back up, I'm gonna throw those in there. That's what they call a zip pack, and that's enough for a lot of treatments. Believe it or not, you don't need a whole lot of this stuff. It's pretty phenomenal. Like I said, everybody I've given it to swear by it. It's awesome. But in the background, I think I talked about that toffee that's why I had it in the screen. I'm gonna send a bag of toffee with every order I get in the month of December. that my wife
Nice.
that my wife and I make, and I love Butterfingers, but the Butterfinger can't touch my homemade toffee. And if you guys know anything about candy, toffee is either chewy and it sticks to your teeth, or it's hard as
Oh
a
yeah,
rock and breaks your teeth.
yeah,
Mine melts in your mouth, brother. There's no crunch, there's no broken teeth, there's no sticking to your teeth. It took my wife and I 20 years to perfect this simple
yeah.
ingredient candy, but holy mackerel. And the only person I
It
know in the community that's gotten it is T-Bird.
uh,
Do
it's
you
not
do
easy
you want to
making
share
Yeah,
candy.
I hear you make a hell of a tiramisu as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
do. We make a mean tiramisu, that's for sure.
Making candy is not easy at all, man. As a matter of fact, it's funny you mention it because my wife just got these molds. She wants to make suckers like the C's candy, the hard suckers,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're sending a package out to my son who lives out in there in not Oceanside, Ventura out there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
okay. About an
yeah,
hour and a half away.
I'm sure we're gonna make a few mistakes, but we'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, it's got to be just right, man. It's really important.
Well, there's only three ingredients to our toffee, and to make it, it's and we discovered it's all done by color of the toffee. Is when you take it off the heat
Uh,
and put it into the pan. So it's something you can't teach. You just have to be in person to show you to see the color, because you can't do it over camera. It's not going to work. And you take it off just as it starts to go to get burnt. So I've literally poured it out of the pot and watched it turn black as I pour it into my pan. That's how close we cut it to getting it to that consistency. So it's a very color sensitive item to cook.
my son just handed me this. He just made pumpkin loaves.
Ooh, nice.
Heck
What
yeah, man.
what's on
That,
top?
it looks like a icing. Yeah, like just a plain yeah, like a powdered sugar type icing. Well,
Oh,
let's
there
see
you
how it
go.
is, man. It's still warm. Mm.
Cartier, I'm happy to see those Apmex tubes in your background there, Cartier. I recognize those.
Mm.
Did we lose Cartier?
No, I think he's there. He might have stepped away, but his feet's still live.
Oh, there you go.
No,
That's funny.
I'm here,
Those
brother.
are those the Reese's pickups I sent you too,
Um,
or is that
no,
another
these
one?
ones are actually these actually I bought,
That's
but
funny.
yeah, I got my MX tubes.
Yep, those are all 4.9s fine
This one's
buffaloes too.
about halfway done. I've been melting up some of it
Yeah,
because
those were sealed too.
I had to do the bear head. You know, this is for Nick. I
Hmm.
did a lot of cleaning on it today,
Oh, that's awesome.
so that's the original head. So I'm working on the dental work right now. I got the head all cleaned up. Try to get that background out of there. I
Yeah,
got
Oh,
the
it
you
looks
bottom
understand?
good.
done. I'm
Yeah,
leaving
Looks
the sprue
good.
on until, because I need that as a clamp so I can put it in the vise and clean it.
there you go.
But
Hey,
I got I got
let
to
me
put
address the
garnets
chat
in
real
the
quick.
eyes, and the teeth are coming out pretty good so
Hmm.
far.
Yeah, it
So,
looks good, buddy.
but I
Looks
made a
good.
video earlier and I sent it to Nick because he's been chomping at the bit about this thing. So I have to show it.
It's looking fierce, man.
It's looking good. You see the fangs? You can see the
Yeah.
fangs
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
yeah, man.
It just needs a little bit more dental work.
Hey, is that for sale?
No.
No, but I can make another one. This one is for Nick.
Just messing with you, Nick.
Actually gonna put this on. I'm gonna put it on a board. In like a wall mount, like you would for a trophy.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make a little board for the back of it and have them sitting on there. I'm gonna put garnets in the eyes.
That's a cool piece. Hey, Broke Stacker, you saw my email in the chat there. If you want some Toffee Brothers, shoot me your address. I'll send you some, bro. Broke. And speaking about community people, look how awesome Broke Stacker is. He's a
Oh,
great pillar of the community as well.
Rogue
Yeah, he
Stacker
just
is
got
awesome.
he's got a new furnace coming, man.
In fact, I have some of his pours are in here on my table as well.
Well, let's make you big. Yeah, why don't you show us one of them real quick?
Too funny.
Can you guys hear us?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I got you.
All right. Well, you got the main screen there. Do you want to show one of Broke Stacker's pours?
I got one of his copper pours. I actually had two, but I gave one away to somebody who was collecting broke stacker pours.
I think that's 3D. This is broke. Pretty sure. Oh, where's my magnifying glass?
Can you hear me now, Justin?
Can you hear me now?
Pretty sure. Let's see if I can get this in.
Yeah, the wall mount idea is pretty cool. The bear's head, like a trophy.
I think that's Broke's stamp right there. He'll let me know in the chat,
Oh,
Broke. Pretty sure this is you.
and what's the front of it? Oh yeah, that's a broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
The
a copper version of that, and it turned out like pure red, man. It is sweet. But you
And I'm
got the
pretty.
silver. What was that? How many ounces? 2.3.
And so this one, so the first piece that you guys asked about, this is Broke as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's sick, man.
And he doesn't have very many pours out there, so I count myself lucky to get these. And then, in fact, I called Surfer, and he bought the same ones I did.
Haha, funny. Well, I tell you what, he's coming back. He's got a new furnace coming.
Nice.
That's always good. Furnace keep your ass warm.
Yeah, right. Oh shit, Broke does it out in the cold, man.
Yeah, he does out in his garage. Yeah,
You
this is the
put-
one with the cool. Yeah, he recognized that back. Look at those ripples back there. Trying to figure out. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's just something.
one of my prize pieces.
You got a lot of street cred sitting out there, OC.
Yeah, you do.
I try. Okay, do you guys recognize this?
Oh yeah, yeah. I want to cook a quail egg in there.
That's so funny. Yeah.
I think you could. I think a quail egg would probably cook up in there.
Hell yeah, Cartier should do that on video, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
I have to make another one. I gave my last one to OC.
Oh, okay.
They're asking about the.
And this thing has grown on me. You can see it's starting to turn. This sits out on my desk. You can tell. See how it's starting to tone. It's getting the yellows in it.
Oh, it's starting to tone. Look at that.
Yeah, this sits out every day, brother. It's on my desk. It's actually on my computer, on my the stand that my screen is on. Yeah, this is one of them. I got that from you, and it came in. I said, "What am I gonna do with this?" I set it there, and I just looked at it every day while I was on my computer. I said, "You know what? I'm kind of getting attached to this bloody thing."
It's got a nice
Do you have
champagne
a,
toning.
Do you have a Game of Thrones pour up there? Right next
Well,
to
I
the.
pour weird. I pour weird stuff. You know, I pour stuff for fun.
Yeah,
I
that's
just did a freaking peanut. I just did an acorn.
here.
Cartier, I think you stick it's probably a dollar now, but those little gumball machines that you put a quarter in there and then a little thing pops out. You pop it open and you got some weird little doll like what OC's holding right now inside it. I think that's how you
Yeah,
get
I'll
things
pour
to
it.
cast.
Yeah, this came from. I won this in the WWP. I didn't win. I'm sorry. I bought it.
That's
This came from.
cool.
This is my first Shroom Day, and this is
Oh,
his
it's a true. Okay.
prototype. So I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. So I don't have any trolls. I know it's a big thing. It's not my thing really, but I thought this was pretty cool. And I don't have anything from Shroom Day. He has a great reputation. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shroom Day he does some good work. He does some good work.
Yeah, I saw some mushrooms he poured. They were amazing, man.
Boy, it is so hard to get this in the
Process that
middle.
he goes through.
Yeah. Came with the COA and all that stuff. It's like I said, it's just fun stuff.
Way.
Not as cool as my poo. And
Yeah.
this one
Oh,
is
ain't nothing cooler than poo. Are you kidding me?
this is from Breach. That was
Oh,
a
breach. Yeah.
yeah, that's a soldier with wings in the background. It's kind of hard to pick it out, but it's still pretty cool. So that's Breach. And then this is, I'm sure you guys know who this is.
Let's guess. Let's guess.
Yeah, see if you guys
Um.
can guess.
Gotta be
This guy,
reckless.
yep. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is called Feathers and Fury. It's one of my favorite pieces. I love patriotic stuff. Turtles and patriotic. I'll take it all day long.
That is super high relief, man.
Yeah, this is just great work. Reckless is great. He's fun to deal with. He's easy. How about this? Anybody know who the artist is on this one? I'll give you the name of it. This is the pour is called Dark MAGA. It's toned, obviously.
I ain't got a clue on that one.
Patriotic stacker, maybe.
No. Let me see if there's anything in the back will give it away. Let's see. I'll show you the back. I don't. If you recognize the stamping, I don't think it's back there.
I don't know.
Nope, no idea.
You don't recognize that stamp of a dog? Does that not give it away what his wife does?
Oh, wait, a dog. What's his wife? Oh, tiger. Wait, no,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Yeah, tiger.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Cool. Right on. Cool.
All right. Who do you think the pirate is next to Dark MAGA?
Oh, that's Supreme
I'd say
Ginger
the
stacker.
FK.
And I got to tell you, Supreme Ginger, I bought like you, Cartier. I've seen him early on. His work has gone beyond anything I thought he could ever do. He is doing phenomenal work. So
He does huge pours.
I'll tell you why I bought this one. Like I said, for me, it has to have meaning. This I saw myself, and I'll tell you why. This is me as a car dealer
Yeah.
with his ride, which is his ship back here. God, it's so hard. It's so hard to do this opposite of what you're supposed to do. Sitting on his booty, his chest on the side, and then sitting on the coins down below. I kind of saw myself in this, so I said, you know what, I gotta get that.
That's awesome, man.
So
I remember when you poured that thing. That's great. It reminds
Yeah.
me of Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, when you're going through there and all the drunk pirates are all passed out and.
Yep. There you go.
Ginger does some absolutely phenomenal pours.
Oh, I
this
just
one.
I've seen some of the big shit that he's poured. It's like, oh my god! It's like you're pouring like freaking 10 ounces of silver.
I just realized that the chat feed, the mobsters down there, man, they're freaking guessing away, man. They're nailing it.
I'm sorry, I have to look at what I'm doing here, so I can't see it. So this is, you guys know who the pour on this?
Trump.
Oh.
Nope.
No, I don't know.
This is going to be reckless. This is going to be reckless again. So why this piece is so special? And when I ordered it from him, I said he made 100 of these, I think, or 125. I can't remember. I said, hey, I'll buy 10 of these, but I want number 47. So I got the 47th president on the 47th pour.
Oh, sweet.
And the number for silver is 47. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. It's his 47th one.
I've got several reckless pieces.
Yeah. I mean, he does great work. So there's my what I have on display today, and then all the on YouTube so much, all the stuff that I went out and bought this chest. But all this stuff that's in here are all like grammars or whatever that I've won. I just put in here. I stack it all in here.
Yeah, nice Nice little micro frac. T-Bird, have a great night, man. Thanks for coming in. You fly safe, brother.
Thanks for coming by.
We all got a chest. I think we all got a chest.
Yeah, these are cool. So that's why I put all my grammars in, or you can see the poop emoji in the back there.
I want to fill a bathtub with grammars.
So fractional. In this piece, I won on a race. This was pretty cool. Let's see if I can get it to come in. That's actually just a 2-ounce silver of the flowing hair.
Oh, nice.
You guys are showing off your pirate stuff. I have a
Chunky.
pirate stuff.
Big fatty.
Something different. Ooh, knocking all over my gold.
Stacking Surfer,
we
you
all
have a
do
good
that.
night, too. Looks like people are dropping out, man. Maybe we should give our predictions and end the show. What do you guys think?
Well, we are a little over our time, so. But I was excited to have I was just excited to have OC Stacker on. It was just really nice to have him on talking about.
How about my sailboat?
Oh, hold that sailboat up close. I got to see that. Oh, man. That's
Did you get that
nice.
off of Jenny, sweetheart?
This went up for sale, and Sorcerer Stan bought it and gifted it to me for work on the
Wow.
Wounded Warrior project. And Sorcerers, and here's the other side
Was
of
that
it.
the one that Jenny, sweetheart, had up?
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I almost want. I wanted that fucker.
Who made that?
If I have no idea. There's no stamping. There's nothing on the bottom of it at all.
Huh. Unknown artist. Interesting.
Yeah. So
That's
I thought
cool.
it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I actually got in trouble that night.
For
what?
Well, Jenny had originally put it up as like an auction piece.
Mm-hmm.
Before Wounded Warrior Project, and they wanted a lot of money for it. And I was just being a wise ass. It's like, fuck, I'll just go make one myself, and it'd be even cheaper. And freaking MLZB and Cash jumped on my ass. It's like, oh, don't you talk to our lady stacker like that? It's like, dude, I didn't mean anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful with
And
what
then
you
she
say.
put it in the auction, and I was looking for it in the auction, and I couldn't get it. So
Yeah, well, and I got there's some MK bars back there. There's some Shreky Lou. I got a couple of his rounds. So
I was just going to ask, do you have any Shreky? Right on.
Yeah, Shreky's back there. He's somewhere on my table. Where did I put him at?
I got to meet him at the first coin show I ever went to.
Okay.
I was standing right next to Scorpion Metals, and Shreky he came up, and he had Scorpion just had him like 3D printed this really cool display stand, and he came over and put his latest pieces up. I got to talk to them both for a while. That was awesome, man. Yeah.
Do you know who this is?
Oh yes, GT, bro.
There you go. So this is the buttons that they made. They only made 50 of these. I got number 12, which number 12 is one of my numbers. So
Breach.
That's the breach on one side and him on the other. So that's his button. And then here's my Shreky Lou way back here.
All right, so
I got number 97. That's the back. Here's the front. It's another 2-ounce pour. I got 2 of these.
I love 2-ounce pours, man. They're so cool. Like the rounds, or it doesn't have to be hand poured. Any fat pieces are like that are just so cool.
So this is so to get to our point for tonight's discussion, this is what you don't do until you're well established. All right, let's get to predictions. I'm gonna stick to my original. I think it's gonna be $61.25 by the first of the year.
61
So
by the first of the year.
Over 60 by January 1st. Gotcha. What about gold?
I think 42.50
by the end of the year.
Yeah. Because
okay,
you guys know what's happening this week, right?
Well, yeah, we're kind of wanting to know what you thought about the end of the week, where prices are going to, or like by our next show, I guess. Yeah, a week from now.
Well, what's going on this week, let's see?
Yeah.
I think the either the job report comes out. I can't remember. I think it does, or it may have come out last week. I can't remember. But the Fed's going to lower the interest rate by another quarter point.
Oh, are they going to lower it again?
Well, they're not telling what they're going to do. I'm just telling you what I think they're going to do. This is not financial advice, but
Right.
Quarter
just
point don't mean shit.
well, okay. Well,
Well,
it does and it
it
doesn't.
could for the price of metals, which it does. It'll make them go up a little bit.
If you guys
Yeah.
don't understand, here's financials 101.
It's a
Every
mental
time,
thing.
no, so here, hang tight. Every time they lower the rate, it shows weakness in the dollar. Every time there's weakness in the dollar, what goes up in value?
Metals.
There you go. So every time you hear people saying, or you ever hear it in the news, or if you guys didn't know this, that they're in chat, here's economics 101. If they lower the rates, shows weakness in the dollar. You can anticipate silver going up. You know why it's going up right now or this past week? Because it's already baked in. They already know they're going to lower it. So that's why metals were raising last week. And then this week, when they make the announcement, you're not going to see much of a thing because it's already baked into the numbers as it goes into this week. That's why you have people that are what they call analysts who give their opinion on what's going to happen. And then you hear our president say they need to cut rates. They need to lower the money so people will get loans. So they'll go buy more stuff. So they'll stay in debt.
Got to keep the machine
All right,
running.
OC, let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
With all the AI that is going on, with all the solar panels, with all the consumption of silver, we have both heard that these mining companies are going back through their spoils to reclaim silver. I mean, because they were going in there for copper or they were going in there for something else. And all their spoils they just threw out in a big old freaking pile, and now they're going through there trying to pull that silver.
Yeah,
What is that?
I heard that China is buying a bunch of that stuff. They're buying it from the miners, like there's slag or whatever stuff that's left over. They're buying that, man. They want to refine it themselves.
So to answer your question, yes, they are. And it's not called spoils. It's called something else. And for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it right this second. But it's stuff that they've already gone through.
It's stuff that they never went through.
Well, they did,
it was a byproduct. Silver is a byproduct of any mining company ever. It doesn't matter what you're mining for. Gold, silver, copper, brass. Silver is a byproduct of, it's going to be in the dirt. And they've just stuck it aside in big old freaking piles. And now they're going back through it because we need all that silver for all this AI bullshit that's going on.
Well, they're perfecting their mining processes of getting more out of it. So they know they left some in there that just got away from it and they didn't care about it. But keep in mind, guys, that over the last 10 years, we haven't really been doing much mining because there hasn't been a demand for it. Well, it's slowly creeped up. And so now there's a demand for it. Now there's a shortage. That's another reason why metals are going up. So all these things, if you listen to it, and then look at Mexico, all the workers are striking, so they weren't producing any silver at all. Why don't you think we see any 2025 Libertads?
It's the perfect storm.
Because the mines were closed and they weren't pulling anything out of the dirt. Therefore, there's no spoils for anybody to go through to get the silver out to produce Libertads.
Wow.
And this is why they have low mintages. This is why you see these people paying stupid money for Libertads. Why would I spend $70 on 1 ounce of silver when I can go get a Buffalo for $58? It makes no sense to me. It's great that they're Libertads. Oh, it's great that they're low in production. When shit hits the fan, do you think I give a shit if they made 50 of them or 50 million of them? It's still an ounce of silver. It's worth X amount of dollars, and that's it. And I don't care what's stamped on it, what country it's on it. I don't care if it's generic, if it's silver, that's what it is. This is going to be the price. Now,
by 90%.
So we do that shit late. We do that shit later in life after we have our stack, just like you've been talking about all night. You don't start with buying the pretty silver. Pretty silver is something that you buy later on in life, because you want it. I mean, I've been working on the Rwanda series. I got one more coin left.
Yeah,
to get the entire series, and I've been paying out the ass for it. I mean, some of them are like $100 an ounce.
Yes. SGD got it. Tailings. That's what it's called. Thank you. Thank you, chat. So yeah, that's
Well,
called tailings. So
I'm gonna tailings. That's right. I'm gonna give my prediction here. I think by the end of the week, we are gonna see $60 by Friday. And then for gold, yeah, 42.50. Yeah, just maybe $40 more than it is today. But yeah, I think silver's gonna slowly creep up on gold, even
yeah,
more.
I hope so. Yeah, when the SGR hits 50-1, that's when I'll start exchanging a percentage of my silver to gold.
Oh, you wait all the way down to 50, huh?
Yeah, why wait?
Well, no, I mean that's your number. 50-1 is where you would GSR exchange.
That's where I'll start. And I'm doing mine in percentages. I'm only gonna do like maybe 10 to maybe 15% of my silver to gold.
Yeah.
Maybe like a monster box. I'll exchange that for, because out of that I can get double. I can get 10 ounces of gold for a monster box.
Wow. Right, because it's
Can't go
50 to
wrong
1.
there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna argue with
exactly.
you.
So this is why if you guys set yearly goals or monthly goals for your buys,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
keep in
trade
mind
in a monster box and get some gold.
keep in mind I've been doing this since 1970, so I have a little bit of a leg up on you. My first piece of silver I bought at $4 an ounce. So that
Dang
gives me,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
That's awesome. That man, that's great.
I thought my 17 was good, but no, $4 an ounce is insane.
Well,
hey,
you all heard me tell this story many times about my godfather gifting me that gold piece that he used to wear around his neck. It was a
yep.
1 ounce gold bar. It was $350, and now look at it. It's like, oh my god!
Oh,
Wow.
we have an honored guest in here. Look at that, constitutional stackers in here.
Holy
Nice.
shit!
Constitutional, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Welcome in, brother. Hopefully you'll go back and listen to this, brother. I watched your video the other day when you were talking about what was going on in the financials. So here's another guy we listen to is Constitutional Stacker. He's not without a little bit of knowledge in this industry, in this situation. So guys, give him a like and a follow. I know he's trying to build his subscriber stuff up. Hit him up. CS is a great guy. I've been chatting with him for quite a while in the chats. Good guy.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
I've been subbed at Constitutional for a long time.
Yeah, he's funny. He's kind of like me. We just tell it like it is, and you can either like me or love me or hate me. But we have our opinions on what's going on, and he and I have chatted before, and we've agreed on some things, and there's things that we haven't. That's what makes this fun. Everybody has their angle. He might be 10, 15 years younger than I am. He's in a different journey than I am. My career path was maybe a little bit different than his. So, at the end of the day, we're all still stacking. It's a percentage of my retirement portfolio that I manage personally. I do not have my financial planner touching this part of it. I will not allow him to buy any paper, gold, or silver or mining stocks. Um, it's just
Yeah.
this is my area of expertise. And the reason he doesn't, when I first met with him, I said, "Hey, why don't you use me to flip me to your customers so I can sell them gold and silver?" He goes, "Why would I do that? I don't make any money." So there, you want a class in 101 on who to trust and who not to.
Right?
So, I mean, this is a guy who knows this is a smart investment, but yet won't tell his people to put their money into it.
Mm.
So this is why we need our community. We need to help each other. If people don't understand it, hopefully they find us and say, "Hey, look, I listened to this thing and these guys made a lot of sense. I'm going to do my." And everybody always says, including Constitutional Stacker, "This is not financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinion."
Yeah, man. I can hear it in his voice. I hear his
And we
voice
are
when he
not
says
real. We are not real mobsters. We are pretend mobsters. We don't actually bury people in the dirt. Although we have a few people that we probably would like to.
And here's another good saying I tell. There's only one person, guy. Everybody in here who's listening, pay attention. There is only one person, and one person only, that cares about where you land, and that's you. Don't rely on anybody else to say they're going to say something, do something, whatever. You can get, like I said, form your own opinion, do your own research. At the end of the day, the only person that's looking out for you is you, and you have to do what's best for you. I can't sit here and tell you how much I made per year, how much percentage I put in this. frankly, it's none of your business. But as a principal, I always took 20% of no matter what I earned and always put it away. I took a sack lunch every day. I made sacrifices. I worked 12 hours a day when I owned my business when I should have worked 6 or 7 and gone out and partied and hung out and drank booze all day long. I didn't do any of that. I stuck my nose to the grindstone, did the hard work, put in the time, and these are the fruits of my reward. You guys can do the same exact thing I did. You just have to be committed.
Yeah, man.
And I just want to add a little bit of something to that. You know, on the tail end. You
How
know,
about an
Absolutely, brother.
amen?
there's
How about an
there is
amen, brother?
always going to be somebody who has a bigger stack than you.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
Constitution.
Don't care. Don't care. Work on your stack.
Yeah,
Work on
yeah,
what you
don't
have.
compare yourself.
Hey,
Absolutely.
while I'm on with you guys and Constitutional can hear me, even though he and I have never chatted or texted or anything, but I go in his lives and I always leave comments. Brother, if you ever want to do something together and chat, we have our opinions. I think we would complement each other if you want to do something someday. So,
Yeah,
when you
man.
guys want to, when you guys want to drop, when you guys want to drop my
Why don't we set it up for
my
next
email?
week? We'll have both
I
you and
would.
Constitutional on.
Yeah, we could have him on our show, but if not, if Constitutional wants to do it on his show, I'll watch that. Yeah,
No.
man.
Well, you guys figure it out. Whatever. Like I said, I'm throwing it out there. I think it would be a good time for he and I to chat. I think we could bounce each other off pretty good with our opinions. But I think for the most
All
part,
right, I'd love to. I
he and
gotta see that.
I think it's when we get to the politics we might differ just a little bit, but that's okay.
All
Well, you
right,
know,
so
We all can't be. We all can't be right.
Constitutional lives in Portland, so that there's his politics. I'm just kidding. Fuck, he's so different than those Portlandiers, man. He
Well, brother, I live in California, so I'm not much better. So, but even though I'm not, I wouldn't
Yeah,
call
but you're a
myself a
good
Trump.
Californian.
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a Trumper. There's things I don't agree with what he's doing. I think turning on the printing presses is not the smartest thing in the world, but I understand why he's doing it. He's doing it because he wants to borrow the money cheaper to pay down our debt. So I see the method to his means, but he just gets the guy every time he opens his mouth gets all kinds of resistance and opinions. I always
Well, that's the media.
my 2 cents is how about you let the guy do his job? Once you give him 30 days to do it, and if he does it wrong, then we can throw it in his face. But why not just like us that we're all doing? Hey, I'm gonna go buy. Hey, I heard OC tomorrow. I'm gonna go buy 5 ounces of Cougarans and 300 ounces of silver. He's obvious. They're not gonna do that. But this is the reactionary of what happens in politics, and I don't want to get too heavy into it.
yeah.
There's no
No.
right answer. There's no perfect candidate. Blah blah blah. I'm not a perfect stacker. I just have my opinion, and if people want to sit here and listen to it and agree or disagree or give a point that I may not see, but I'm also one of those people that will sit here and listen. And if I think it makes sense or I was looking at it wrong, I'll be the first to admit that I'm wrong. And hey, good, thank you for showing me the light. There's just some
Oh
people
man,
that
that's how I've learned so much from through this community, all the different perspectives. You know, you just take it all in and then figure it out for yourself. But yeah, definitely, man. There's so much knowledge to be shared here. I
oh,
thank everybody. I really do, man.
No, you
absolutely,
can't
like I
fight
said.
somebody in every turn and expect them to succeed.
Yeah, but how
You know what I
about
mean?
giving him? How about giving? I always say, why don't you guys just give him some rope to hang himself? If you're so firmly in it, then why don't you shut up and just let him do his job? And if he isn't doing it right, then we can call him on the carpet. But you got to let the guy at least get his foot out the door and get going. I mean, good lord,
Yeah.
the attempted assassinations, every time he does something, or we blow up a boat that's a fishing boat. I mean, it gets so asinine, it gets ridiculous. Here again,
Amen,
falls
brother.
all back what we talked about earlier. Common sense. Come on, let's go. All right,
You
with
got it.
that,
You got it.
let's say goodnight
so
to everybody. Love you guys. If you want to do something constitutional, hit me up. My email's in there. Let's figure it out. You guys figure it out. But I strongly encourage everybody to watch the Freedom Report. Great, solid, research, quality information that I don't rely on heavily or 100%. But he sure does have my attention, and I sure do listen. And anything that he's talked about and I've researched has absolutely been 100. So why this guy doesn't have twice as many subscribers as Dragons and uh, Yankee is beyond me because I think if this guy gave away free silver, he would be there, but he's about family first. He's a prepper. He takes care of his family, stacks. He's a great guy. Give him a follow.
Is that the guy, the Freedom Report you're talking about guy right now?
Yep. Rob
Okay,
Keats.
he's got 45.9 thousand subscribers, and
Yep.
it looks like how many views? Well, like five and a half. Oh, yeah. And I've watched this guy. Heck yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link there again.
So I strongly recommend, if you guys want to learn about mining stocks, it's not my thing. I don't invest in them. After listening to Rob, it chased me away. But if you pay attention to his 3-part series on this stuff, your eyes, you'll learn how the mining. Let's say you invest in a mining stock. I'm just going to take one point. I'm sorry, guys, but we can chat here all night because it's fun sharing information. He talks
bring it on. Bring it on.
He talks about investing in a mining stock. Let's just say this mining stock's $2. And these guys use this to raise capital, but then they raise this capital, they start mining, and then these mining companies will say, "Oh, hey, how about if we sell leases to other people that they invest more money and they're getting a lease versus buying some stock, but when we hit it big, those guys get paid out first before the investors." When he said that, I go, why would I bother to invest in a mining stock, period? Now, there's lots of caveats to all this. This is just a quick nutshell thing that I just remembered off the top of my head that made me just want, if I'm gonna invest, I better look at this company. Why would I invest in them, and are they leasing out? Because there's so many parameters that they can do that they don't have to report, or if they report it after you've invested, then you're SOL, so to speak. But that's just one quick thing.
Yeah. Good advice.
So love to see Constitutional here. If he's here staying and hanging out in the chat, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
he
man.
just posted.
And Justin Winch says, "We ain't leaving as long as you stay, OC."
That's funny. Happy to share my opinions and what's
OC
going on.
has absolutely no freaking content whatsoever, but everybody loves him. Everybody loves OC.
I think I'll get old after a while. That's why when I first met Surfer, he thought that I wanted to start my own channel and do all this stuff. I said, no, dude, absolutely not. First of all, I'm a buffoon with electronics. And number two, people aren't going to want to hear what I have to say. I'll be on a guest once in the blue moon. He and I were friends for a year and a half before I did a first show with him. He would always ask me, I said, nah. But after talking with me, he goes, dude, he was into buying the collector stuff. And now he's seen the light switch went on. He got his weight doing his thing, not buying, 300 centimeter or grams of spaceships.
Right?
I tease, and I shouldn't tease him on air without him, but like I said, I love him like a brother. He's a good guy. He's got a good heart, good family man. He's in check. He wants to help just as much as I do. That's why we get along so well, and that's why, I agreed to come on here with Cartier, because he was good to me and we took care of each other. Why wouldn't I support him and his friends that he's with you guys with Humble and LBS? I've listened to you guys and watched you guys, and I think at heart you guys want to help the community in a positive way. So yes, I will come on and chat and help you out any way I can.
Thanks,
well,
man.
I greatly appreciate it. I
very
greatly
much.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
It looks like
It's been great time to have you on here tonight, and I know you did this as a favor, because you're my friend, and
Absolutely.
I thank you very much.
Yep.
No,
thank you.
Happy to do it. And like I said, I got to shout out some people that I talk to on chat all the time, but have never put a voice to it. And like Seven and a few of these other folks that are constitutional, obviously, they can finally hear my voice. I've heard their voices for years, but this is their first time hearing mine. So
yeah, mine too.
We got to get you and Constitutional on here.
I think it would be fun.
That would be a great show.
But
you and
before we do that,
I'm going to break out the freaking popcorn for that one.
We need to get Constitutional some more Golden Seal. He's got a drug test he needs to pass.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Shit. Heck yeah.
That's what I'm seeing in chat there. Quick fix. Anyway.
So did you guys write that? Did you write down the predictions so we can go over them next week if we do it again?
Yeah. So Cartier, what are your predictions?
I'm going for 60 by the end of the week.
And
you know,
gold?
you watch the Asian market. That just popped in. It's trying to like bring it back up, and then the U.S. market tries to like knock it back down, but it still keeps growing. It still keeps growing. So I'm looking at least 59 to 60 by the end of
Yeah,
the week.
we're at plus 5 cents right now at 58.32. So and 17.40 on a plus on gold right now.
Yeah, 60 by the end of the week's not far fetched.
Gold is
My
probably
my
gold's
my
probably
my
going to stay about 4,200, but it's going to be a high 4,200.
So my prediction was for the end of the year, not for the end of the week. So I don't think it's going to be 61.25 by the end of this week. I thought we were doing it by the end of the year. So
You're
I'm
good.
with you. I don't think 59.75 is doable this week. Depends on what happens if the Fed cuts, which as I said, it's already baked into our numbers. I've actually watched them cut the rates and actually watched silver drop that day. And I'm sure Constitutional can attest to that if he watches it like I do. So that's what we base it off of. And good news
Right
Yeah.
is
on.
platinum's
Well,
up $13 even. So like I said, it's all the writing's on the wall, folks. You just got to pay attention and to the financials and what's going on in the world, and listen to multiple reports and sources, and form your own opinions and come to your own conclusions.
I tell you what,
yeah. So,
Constitutional made a great comment here in the down in the mobster chat. There, he says, "God, 6 months ago, $60 was a dream shot. Now it's complete reality.
There you
yeah.
Totally,
go.
dude.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep.
So
That's true. So
We've
we
been so close.
I'm going to
I'm
quote
thinking,
Surfer here. I'm going to quote Surfer and say that we're on the first year of a 8-year bull run in metals.
Oh wow, oh, wow.
yeah, jump on.
Yeah, get in now. But we're
Like I
not
said,
financial advisors.
No,
it's not too
no.
it's not
And
too it's not
I
too late.
don't,
It's like I said, it's not too late to jump in, but just be smart about it and don't go all in and don't cash out your IRAs and go buy metals.
yes,
And
Just
pay
shoot
your
yes,
your
be
bills
smart.
first. Pay the bills first.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Don't
Yeah.
use a damn credit card.
Fuck no, dude.
Well, I use mine,
So
but I pay it off every month.
I'm thinking for the end of the week, 49 or yeah, just under 59 for silver, and
Okay.
I'm thinking about 42 and a quarter for gold. I think it's just going to stay right around
Just
42
right
and
around there.
42,
Okay.
43, yeah,
Oh,
right
cool,
there.
cool. Well, I guess we'll find
Well,
out next show, huh?
we will, we
I've been
will. You
running
guys,
pretty good
it's
so
been great.
far. Everything I've been saying has been pretty much close.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great. I appreciate you guys for all being here. I think we had a great show. Metal Mobsters. Next week we will be on Liberty's channel. Um, look for the posts. Again, thank you all for being here. Liberty, you got anything to say?
Just if anybody wants to come on the show, I don't have a guest scheduled yet. I got some people, kind of up in the air, but yeah, first come, first serve. LibertyBleedsSilver@gmail.com. Yeah, just email me and we'll definitely get you on the show. Doesn't matter if you guys make content or not. All comers, man. If you're in the precious metals community, if you're here right now, if you're watching later, yeah, email me, man. Love to have new guests
Hey,
anytime, every time.
hey, I'm sorry, guys. I meant to admit the silver that box that you guys are looking at. That's my test kit for silver and gold and platinum. So I go
Oh,
out and buy jewelry too. So that's what that bought. I'm sorry, guys. That's another way. That's the best way I make money when people have broken jewelry or whatever. Go out and spend $20 on one of those acid kits. It comes with the stone and everything. Shows you how to use it, how to read it. That's pretty simple. But we do that at the shows too. People show up with jewelry. We'll buy it all day long. So that's just another way to stack metals. I talked about sterling, but forgot to talk about my test kit there.
oh yeah. Well, maybe you could open that thing up on another show. That'd be awesome to look at, or
Well,
even do a show us how you use it.
heck, I'll break out some of the jewelry I have here at the house and show you how it works. It's easy, dude. That's just another
Yeah,
one
I
of
got a
many things that I do.
yeah, I got a
Okay.
Cool.
test kit at the house here.
Well,
Not
right on.
not pretty
That's
like you
it.
got, but I got a test kit.
Yeah, that was on Amazon. You got the stone, everything for platinum, silver, 10, 14, 18, 22 a carat. All the acids are in there. It's a fantastic kit, all in one little deal.
I just bought my first piece of platinum a couple weeks ago. Only a 1/10, but I didn't own any platinum, so it's like, fuck, I'm gonna at least buy one, just to
Yeah,
have it. Say that I have it.
there you go. Hey, look at that. It's never too late.
Well,
Yeah, maybe you know what? Justin says he'll come up if you'd like to chat about something other than metal, a military person, medical knowledge, and more. Oh, that'd be cool, Justin. Yeah, maybe we'll have like an open panel next week and get a few people up there and just swap stories and get to know each other. Would be super cool, man.
Are any of you guys prepper stackers?
I have stuff set aside, not in proper status, but I do have out, so I know where I'm going. I know where everything is that's there. I have setups like that, but not like not not entirely prepping status. No.
Yeah, I am absolutely a prepper stacker, 100%.
I have a lot of constitutional silver.
I was gonna say Cartier's got bad.
That has nothing to do with the prepper, meaning getting ready food, water, generators, solar panels, food
Well,
storage, dry
I can buy a loaf of bread with one of my dimes. You know what I mean? I
What
got
I'm
dimes, I
lacking,
got quarters, I got all kinds of shit.
what I'm lacking is seeds. That's what I'd be lacking is seeds.
This is what I'm talking about. The best metal there is.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
stack brass. I stack
Brass
brass.
and copper.
Yeah.
Oh, and lead. Well,
Yeah.
not
All
too
right, well,
much
you
of it.
guys. It is 11:38. We're a little past our time, and I got to get up and get my teeth pulled in the morning. So,
Ooh.
um, yep, I got to go.
Well, definitely good luck with that, Humble. It's going to be all right, man. Everything's going to go great, I'm sure. And this has been a great show. Went a little long, but why not? OC was here. Thank you so
Yes,
much for being here,
thank
OC.
you for being here.
I had fun with you guys.
Thanks for
Thank you very
bringing them
much,
on,
OC. I
Cartier.
appreciate you, my
No,
friend.
OC, I look forward to having you back again. Okay,
Absolutely, brother. Let me know if you need my help with that other thing we were chatting about. Just holler at me.
for sure, I
OC,
will.
Constitutional
Thank you very
Stacker.
much.
Gonna be the
And
All
next
right, you
show.
guys. All right,
thanks
and
for.
I'll talk to you later, Justin. We got Discord, and I got your cell phone number. So, what was that, Liberty?
I was just going to say thanks to all the mobsters in the chat, man. You guys are awesome. You always make it fun. And but yeah, hope to see you guys all again next week, man. Same time, same bat channel.
Yeah, you
No, it'll
guys.
be on
We'll
my
see you
channel.
all later. Yeah. We will see you guys all later. Thanks again for being here. Bye.
Y'all,
Peace out,
y'all keep
everyone.
on keeping on. I love you.
Stay shiny.